Mic check, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Give me a 7 up in the chat if I can be heard, family. Give me a 7 up in the chat if I can be heard. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got a debate coming up 2 weeks from today, July 9th. Y'all see the well, y'all saw it. Let me pull it back up. Y'all see the actual flyer. Y'all see the actual flyer. Let me pull it back up for y'all. Bang, bang, bang. And then let's get on here and throw down. Yesterday's class got YouTube banned it in the United States. I say, dang, what is really going on? Y'all banning. Y'all banning. Y'all act like I was talking about the jab or something. They don't want to hear nothing about nothing paranormal, boy. I'm trying to tell you. All right, me the entire screen. Let me pull this back up one more time for y'all. All praises to the ever-present creator. The all in all, that always was, is, and ever shall be. All right. Pull this up right here. All right, y'all see this right here. Championship Battle of the Saints. ST Hell, of course, me, East Saint. Old boy is the Holy Bible verse or WASPy. Which one is better for our people? July 9th, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, only on the Source Debate League. Make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all tap in and holler at you. Holler at you, brother. You know what I mean? About to go ahead and get it on in. And bomb the whole set. I ain't even finna play with these boys. We just gonna bomb it. You understand? And put everything in its proper perspective. And then truth be told, they already know what's about to happen. They already know what's about to happen, man. Creator is undefeated. All we gotta do is prepare. And all we gotta do is prepare and fire off. Everything's already been properly prepped for us. Everything is ready for us. All we gotta do is prepare. You know what I mean? So yeah. It's easy work. Y'all see that? Make sure y'all tap on in. Tap on in and holler at your brother. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make it epic. Shout out to the Creator gang in the building. For y'all that don't know, I ain't never dolo or solo. You dig? These be team efforts. And we gonna get it done. I see everybody in the building. Bless up, bless up, bless up. Good to see everybody. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get it done. Let me go ahead and get that out the way. Wow, y'all see the brother blessings, abundant blessings in the name of the Creator. I salute you all. Creator gang. All right, so let's get it in. Y'all see the top of the Book of Judgment, your spiritual grade and rate, part 1. What I was going into yesterday made them ban the video in the United States, and I tried to, because I still got a hold of it, so I can, look at it, but I can't send it out. You know what I mean? I can't send. I can't even download it and try to edit it, and I try to do all that. So you know what? I'm just gonna get up in the morning and go right back at it. You know what I mean? Get these kids about the streets. Cal P in the building, my beloved brother. You got a bro on the grassy knoll, no doubt. You got bros on the grassy knoll. Angelic, my beloved faith the sister. Bless up. Hey man, rise in power. Shebrew faith is 144, man. I was just sitting back rejoicing in her life. And rising power, sister. You know what I mean? Sis good because she know the system in order. Like she ain't crossing over oblivious and unaware of what it is. You feel me? So I actually rejoice. And like I say, rise in power. We don't say rest in peace because faith in the ever-present creator, you already know is upward and outward, onward progression forever. We ain't talking about being boxed up in a box. And no, we ain't doing none of that. So I'm gonna say rise in power to my sister Benita Garrett. Shebrew faith is 144. The midget, in the flesh we gonna miss you, but you already know you just as active in the spirit. We gonna turn it all the way up like we supposed to do anyway, and just unhinge this light. Whoever don't like it, so what? You know what I mean? They'll be all right. What my brother Cornell Davis say, hope you don't go to YouTube jail. This class is too powerful to suppress. Yeah, I'm about to go ahead, we're gonna unhinge you. We're gonna unhinge you. They don't want to talk about nothing supernatural or paranormal. That scares the masses. I said, dang, yeah, I was talking about blowing up a building or something, man. It's crazy. Yeah, who all in the building? YHWH'S Ben Israel, my beloved brother, bless up. That brother shoot me a text every Shabbat. Blessings to you and your family, y'all. My brother Dreadful Cosmon in the building. Created gang in the building. Peace, love, and light, and balance to the righteous gods and divine goddesses. Yeah, that's what gang mean. When y'all hear us say gang, it's an acronym. Gods and Nirvanian goddesses create a gang. You dig? And not because we worship any gods or goddesses, but that's what we all are in time to come. If we choose to be, we can become a high raised or highly trained angel with the title of God. You dig? Not to be worshipped, but to assist man in their resurrection, man and angels. You feel me? That's all this about. True God wants your brotherhood. He don't want your worship or your praise. YHWH'S Israel in the building. Bless up, big homie. How you doing, brother? Abundant blessings to you and your family. Bless up. My brother Darius in the building. Published author. Y'all go check out Darius, A Living Son. You know what I mean? Check him out. A recent published author. Hey, type all your contact in the chat, brother, so they can get at you and get the book. You know what I mean? Blessings to you and your family, y'all. Angelic in the building. Blessing, sister. Gorgeously designed. My sister from the north. NORF from the north. Blessings. Nazarene, the same faith as my bruh. From that coast. What it do? He hit me yesterday too. Like, man, I'm trying to go back and watch the video, man. This is what I'm getting. I was like, Then I started hearing back to back. Then I woke up this morning, man. It's my brother Yeshaya in the inbox, like, Mally, why your video banned in the country? I'm like, man, I don't know. And YouTube saying that you got to make it available. I'm like, bro, they tripping. Like, ain't no I can make it available. They done banned it. You know what I mean? So, Black Mac 1978, man. Something about that YouTube handle, man. Cracks me up. Blessings, blessings. Abundant blessings. My flow rider, elder sister, YAH'S. Shalom, sis. What it do? Troy Thomas, my beloved brother, the husband of my sister, Kila Olam Kazdo. Blessings to you and your family. I pray all is well with y'all, man. Blessings, blessings. Cal, of course, 40 Cal P in the building. You dig? No, that brother be cooking up a megaton bomb over there. Yahweh, my brother Yahweh in the building. Blessings, 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 blessings. Ema Robbie Dobson in the building. I see y'all. Ema Ahuba. Blessings, blessings. My sister Aubrey, my Aboriginal sister. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Don't nobody want to talk about that. Everybody so caught up in Africa. I mean, the African and kente cloth, kufis. Nobody want to talk about, hey, how about you niggas rant? How about this you, all this you over here? That's them topics nobody want to talk about, boy. Everybody swear. They don't want to talk about, hey, you know, you've been duped in every way, shape, form, and fashion possible. You do know this, right? As you niggas think y'all from the other side of the earth somewhere. And meanwhile, it's all here. It's all here, man. You did. You know? Oh man, but hey, if anybody got the spiritual nuts of a squirrel and think we playing, come on with it. Come on with it. I can tell you this, and ain't no lick your finger scholarship over here with none of these brothers and sisters. They go hard. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dr. Susan B. Martinez. She was interviewed on SHALOM channel yesterday. And man, that just how sharp she is, and she's an old lady. Sharp, just firing. You dig? So I'm watching that and the debate between Christina, Nick, and Nepal. Right? Let me show you how light. It don't matter. It don't matter who got light. Light gonna win every time. You know what I mean? So I'm listening to both. I'm comparing and contrasting. And when I tell y'all, Dr. Susan B was dropping so much light, you can't even compare it. And then you got two heavy hitters in the conscious community, Christina Nick and Nepal. And I watched the debate. This shit was, it just was dry. It's getting harder and harder for me to listen. You know what I mean? To those that really ain't dealing with that higher light, man, it's getting kind of hard and harder to listen. But you know what I mean? That the topic that Doc was talking about yesterday was Selah, you dig, and just her perspective on it, and then just how it just flowed. It definitely was vibrating higher and hitting harder than two sisters in the conscious community that arguing over this. It's just back and forth. You know what I mean? One of them wasn't even prepared. Christina Nick's presentation wasn't even all the way together. She, hold on, give me 1 second, pause my time. You know, all that extra stuff. And, you know, Nepal was like all over the place. Both of them was kind of all over the place. You dig? So as I'm listening to Susan B and then over there listening that way, I'm like, the light coming from off the off C-Line channel. The light coming from off C-Line channel. But everybody over on this pay-per-view match over here believe, oh man, it's about to be the best ever. And it's just like, nah, man. All that shit sound like goo goo gaga when you get done talking with it, bro. So, you know what I mean? Bless up. Misha in the building. My sister Misha. Misha Short. She got on that that podcast with Daryl, Cal, and Hilltop, and said what she had to say. You see how that light that was just flowing out of them? Easy. Like it was like cutting butter. Easy. You know what I mean? We got sisters that's cold with it. Like, you dig? So I salute all y'all in the name of the ever-present creator. Oh, my charge acting all goofy. No, what? Get your ass up in there. All right. So yeah, Misha was firing off. You dig? And it was easy. It's like what I'm saying. Like these people that's toted to being deep ain't no lower than snail nuts, y'all. Trust me. Ain't none of these cats deep. None of them. None of them. All right, so look, let me go ahead and share my screen and get to it. All right, I was talking about the Dybbuk box yesterday. I ain't going, you know what I mean? I ain't going to show no videos or nothing, but I want to show y'all what it is that we was bringing out. They got everybody. They got the live band in the country yesterday. So we just going to read about it. I ain't going to show the videos. Yeah, so you can understand. Then I'm going to show y'all an image of it. Let me know if y'all can see that. And let's go ahead and work and cook and get it done. You know what I mean? Easy work. Man, hold on, let me check the chat real quick and let's go ahead and get it done. Let's go ahead and get it done. Bing, bing, bing. All right, we good. All right. So let's go ahead and work. Let me keep this charge on this man. This deal trip. Hold on. I might just switch something around real quick, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Let me switch this around. I can't be around here losing charge. All right, mic check. I'm right back for the side order. You feel me? Right back for the side order. So let's go read into this Dybbuk. All right, this is some videos I was trying to show yesterday that got YouTube tripping. So what is the Dybbuk box? The Dybbuk box or Dybbuk box? All right, it's Hebrew actually. It's Hebrew. That's crazy. I'm like, damn. When I first, looked at this, I was like, man, that's Hebrew inside of there. What the hell going on? You know what I mean? Supposed Hebrew, what's really going on? Jehu M in the building. Bless up, fam. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. It says the Dybbuk box. The Dybbuk box is a wine cabinet claimed to be haunted by a Dybbuk, a concept from what? Jewish mythology. So basically inhabited by a demon, a jinn. Yeah, how many of y'all know in Jewish mythology they deal with genies too? It's called a Dybbuk. Look at this. Look at this right here. The box gained notoriety when it was auctioned off on eBay by owner Kevin Manis, who created a Jewish Holocaust survivor's paranormal claims as part of his eBay item description. Manis' story was the inspiration for the 2012 horror film The Possession. In 2021, Manis told Input magazine that the Dybbuk box story was entirely fictional. Okay. Well, that's what's up. But look, y'all go watch that that movie Possession. It's very, very powerful. All right. And for it to be fictional, man, it's too many coincidences that's happening. You know what I mean? People getting jacked up behind it. Like, man, what the hell? So y'all check that out. You know, of course, we ain't here to force nobody hand about nothing. All right. Either it resonate with you or it don't. All right. Let me go back up here. History. In 2003, a writer and furniture refinishing business owner, Kevin Manis, purchased a cabinet from the yard sale of a local attorney in Portland, Oregon, and began developing a backstory. According to Manis, the carving in the back of it is my carving. So he's saying he the one that carved the Hebrew letters in it and all that. The stone that was in the box is something that is a signature creation of mine also. Make no mistake, I conceived of the Dybbuk box. The name, the term, the idea, and wrote this creative story about it and to post it on eBay. Manis' auction description includes a story claiming the cabinet was previously owned by a survivor of the Holocaust in Poland, who said it contained the malicious spirit of a Dybbuk, and that the box had paranormal powers and was responsible for his bad luck and nightmares. Subsequent owners retold Manis' story when reselling the item and amplified it with their own claims of strange phenomena. All right, so y'all can go read the rest of that whenever y'all want to. I want to show y'all images of it. See, we over here know spiritual war is real or the spirits are real. We know that. You can't get that off over this way. You know what I mean? So, hold on. Bang, bang, bang. All right, let me stop that, and then let me show y'all a picture of it and what's in it. All right? Yeah, it's called Possession. Y'all ready? Y'all want to watch it? We need to watch that tonight if y'all want. It's crazy. But all the stories around it, I mean, after so many times, how do you call something like that fake? After so many eyewitness accounts and so many people are reporting crazy stuff happening. When you watch that movie Possession, you'll be like, dang. And it's based on a true story. You dig? All right, let me stop that right there. And then let's go get an image. Let's go get an image of that deal so y'all can see what's happening. You dig? And ain't nothing to, you know, we ain't saying nothing to scare nobody about nothing. That ain't what this about. Be aware. Like everybody leveling up these days, claiming they getting spiritual and all that, but don't nobody want to talk about the reality. You know what I mean? Like it's fuck niggas mortals, it's fuck niggas spirits. I mean, it's scandalous spirits. It's spirits that are deceived, that use deception. You got to be real with this, man. Now look at this. Well, obviously it's carvings in there, so somebody carved it. But this is the inside the box right here. And being it's an object that is touted about to be hunted with an evil presence, why is there Hebrew on that box? And not just any old Hebrew, y'all. Guess what that is? That's Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4 and 5. You know what I mean? Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Bless his name and glorious kingdom forever and ever. That's what that says right there. Zoom in. Some of y'all that may read it, understand I ain't lying. I ain't lying to you. Look at that. That's Shema. Hebrew is read from right to left. In the second line, you go back to the beginning, right to left. Right to left. That's Shema Yisrael, Yahweh Eloheinu, YAH'KI. Or Shema Yisrael, Yahweh Eloheinu, YAH'KI. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one. Then you get down here to this third row that says Baruch, meaning blessed. Sham, name. Kabod, glory. Malkut, Malkuto, his kingdom. La Olam, forever, Wa'ad, and ever. All right, and then when you get down here to this stone, look at that. That say Shalom on it. Now, ask yourself this. How in the hell, if this is real or not, the story behind it is there's an evil entity that inhabits this box, right? But the box has Torah verses subscribed on it. So how is an evil presence inhabiting a box that got Bible on it? What is really happening? This right here you see over here, the real evidence. See, it's something behind it. Why y'all think that banned the video yesterday? Like, we can talk, if it's fiction, then what you banning videos for? Just like with the COVID, that's fake and all that. But then what y'all shutting everybody down for is bringing out the information proving that it's a pandemic and not a pandemic. Just same with this. What is y'all shutting the video down in the United States for if it's all fiction? Look what it says. This says the real evidence of the paranormal, the real box, not Hollywood, the Dybbuk box. All right? And look what's on it. It's the whole box right there, y'all. Straight up. You can't make this stuff up, man. So that's what I was going into yesterday before they got to, before they got to cutting me off and all this extra stuff and suspending the stream. And man, I'm like, man, y'all tripping around here. What the hell going on? All right. I see you shy in the building, my dirty South brethren. Bless up you just in time. All right. Let's get into it. Y'all see the title, The Book of Judgment, Your Spiritual Grade and Rating. And this is part 1. I'm about to go back to the beginning. About to go back to the beginning of YHWH'S so we can read. Anybody that's joining us that's new, that don't have a clue about what we about to go into. Let me go ahead and give y'all a brief introduction. Let's go ahead and cook. All right. This is what we about to get into right here. Let me share my screen and we can get it done. Shout out to the haters, jaw jackers, and naysayers. Yeah. We love y'all too. Love y'all too. Yeah, y'all right. That's what they gonna say, boy. They will say the verse keeps the demon inside the body. Man, this stuff crazy. I say, wow, the hell is this the most demonic thing ever? Man. Bang. Looking at for the question for the created game. Jesus, the new God of this universe, second on the creator, or is he a false God? Jesus, according to the Christians, is a false God. The same Jesus that appeared to Constantine and all that, and all that's a false deity of God. Yahshua, was murdered, is a real man. They came up with a whole God deified and did their own thing. That's a false God. It's a nigga named Luamon that touted himself as the Christ. So that vision that Constantine had that inspired him to go on and win that battle, plus continue to call the councils and refurbish Christianity and all that was by a false deity or false God. You know what I mean? Now, any true son of the creator can raise up in the ranks after so long and become a true God and be called on to, manage a world and run a world. So is Yahshua a God over some type of world, physical world, and responsible for every soul within that planet and that atmosphere? Quite possible. Quite possible. But that's whenever Jah call on. You dig? Jesus is a false God. All right, the inspiration behind that is Luamon. Right, that's a nigga you never heard of unless you read or watch me. You know what I'm talking about. But that's the nigga that appeared to Constantine in the sky and said, "In this sign, you gonna conquer." You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. There's a real Yahshua, you dig, and then there's a Jesus Christ. All right. Yahshua was a man that was murdered who had the line and light of the Creator upon him. He was murdered. You know what I mean? By evil, black-hearted bastards. Right? And the Creator took his soul straight to paradise. Like, you all good. You dig? Now, will he be called upon at some time to manage a world and run something? Hey, whenever Jah call him. You know what I mean? So, yeah. No doubt, Cornell. Yeshua is also a place, not a man. Absolutely. Also a place. That was it, reading. Okay. But let's get into this. So y'all can see. Excellent question, bro. Yeah, we salute all the brothers and sisters that had the line of light of the Creator upon them. But you're supposed to follow their teachings, not worship them and deify them. You know what I mean? Just follow the teachings. Apply it to your life. All right. Now, this is where we at right now. Right now, people are still vibrating low. We got to get past it. You ain't supposed to be worshiping a man, woman, child, animal, none of it. You got to get past it. All right, your creator is sufficient. All right, your creator is sufficient. You don't need none of that. All right, OWASP, practical guidebook to the spiritual life. All right, look at this right here. It says you have a corporeal body, which means physical, and a spiritual body. Hear me, and I will open your understanding. I come to free not only. I come to free not only. Come on, y'all. Not only the corporeal man, but the spiritual man. Y'all see that? So this is about freedom. Now, let me ask you this. Why wouldn't a so-called descendant of ex-slaves, not want to read this book after the first sentence or first paragraph? After all, this is about, what is this about? This is about the redemption, right? And the liberation of your physical and spiritual body. Now, why wouldn't anyone who claims to be a descendant of a so-called slave not want to read this? And we're talking about freedom and living. Look at this. Yet with your freedom, you also attain to responsibility. So that sooner or later, your fidelity to your creator and to your fellow man in righteousness, love, and good works shall become the most sacred study of your life. What is we even talking about? You got responsibility. Sooner or later, guess what? Righteousness to your creator and fellow man is the most sacred study of your life. That's hard. Free. It's all about freedom. Physical man and spiritual man. With it comes responsibility. But sooner or later, you got to check in with your creator. Look at this. Your God does not come in this era as a dictator, but as your elder brother. The true God wants your brotherhood, not your worship. All right. So you call yourself in worship to a God, a Lord God, a Savior, and all that. You in violation. A true God or a true goddess, son or daughter of the creator, don't want you to pray to them, praise them, or worship them. They've been called on by their father, which is your father, to assist you in resurrection. All right. So we all supposed to be doing righteous works unto others, whether they be mortals or whether they be angels. That's real easy. Your God does not come in this era as a dictator, but as your elder brother with ample experience. Nor do I command saying you shall believe because I, your God, have said it or revealed it in this book. Y'all see, you peep how liberating that is. You ain't even supposed to believe it just because it says it in OWASP. You got to get out there and go try a thing. You got to know it for yourself before you can make a judgment on something being evil or something being righteous or something being wicked. You got to know what's going on. You know what I mean? So no, creator ain't coming as no dictator. Thus saith the Lord, you nigga, I said it and I got 1,000 precepts. That's just what it is, and you gotta do this. No, you ain't supposed to just believe it because it's written down somewhere. You gotta know a thing of your own. I know you Millie Mouth Nick Rose can read. Man, give me a precept. I know what the precepts say. We already know you know how to read. And you got past your ABCs. We talking about what your spirit says. You know when you read something that don't sound right, it registered within your spirit like something wrong with that. That don't even hit right. Something off with that. So how beautiful is it that OWASP doesn't claim to be holy, immaculate, and says don't believe it just because it's written in this book? How liberating is that? You feel that? You feel all that pressure come up off your mind? You feel all that pressure get up off of you? You feel all that weight get up off your shoulders? You feel that? Nah, man, it's your journey. Look at this. Nevertheless, through OWASP, light of a creator is revealed to man. And man is to judge himself. And labor to save himself. So that by this he may have honor and glory. Yeah, man got to labor to judge and save himself. What you spilling your coffee for? Huh? I thought the Bible said if we judge ourselves, we wouldn't be judged. I thought the Bible says in certain places, save yourself or work out your own salvation. As soon as you hear somewhere else, here you go, milly-mouthing and side-jawing. Look at this. For the will of the Creator is not for man to be forever led. That makes sense. That makes sense. Eventually, you got to man up. Eventually, for the will of the Creator is not for man to be forever led, but for man to ultimately have the light of practicing good works organically from a short legger up, from infancy up, from being a short legger and a short runner all the way up. You ain't supposed to be in Google Gaga mode for your whole life, boy. Sippy cup mode. Boy, you can't fart downwind without reading 500 Bible verses. Are you truly free? Or are you held up under the threat of your chestnuts roasting forever? And that's why you don't want to be real with yourself when you run across something that don't sound right. You don't even want to question it. YHWH's is a primary. It's a primary source. It's not a secondary source. It's not a source that's third removed. It's primary. Now, what is a primary? This would be equivalent to us walking in the room with the original commandments written with the finger of God, you know what I mean, in stone. The stone that the 10 commandments were written on is a primary source. A stone that don't nobody have, by the way, but that's the equivalent. Right, it's primary, directly from the spirit realm into the physical. This is not written based off what somebody else, you know what I mean, experienced, spiritually speaking. Nah, right from the spirit realm into the physical. Through use of a mortal. Look at this. YHWH, a primary for the spiritual and practical enlightenment and development of individuals, groups, and humanity. What you mean, which one is better? Individuals, groups, and humanity would also include Israelites, right? What are we even talking about, man? Look, we still on the first page, second page. Individuals, groups, and humanity for their what? For their glory and happiness, and for the glory of the whole. Wow. In the words of Yahweh, Jehovah, and his angel ambassadors, being a Cosmon Bible, containing the history of the dominions of the higher and lower heavens on the earth for the past 25,000 years. What is we even talking about there? Bible chronology. I'm talking about scholars, people who really study the Bible, date the Bible not even 6,000 years. Or date the creation of Adam not even 6,000 years. 3761 BC. It's roughly, according to the Hebrew calendar, the year 5783 since Adam was created. Y'all don't go back before our 23rd arc cycle. Like, what did you do? So you mean to tell me the entire God and creation story ain't even 6,000 years old? Are you serious? Who made that up? Just go back 25,000 years and longer. Look at beginning from the submersion of the continent of Pan in the Pacific Ocean, commonly called the flood of Deluge, to the Cosmon era, the present time. Also, a brief history of the preceding years, from man's beginning on Earth to the flood, together with a synopsis of the cosmogony of the universe, the creation of planets. Ball game. What do you mean the creation of planets? Most of y'all still believe it's just the Earth. All this creation out here, and it's just us. The creation of planets, y'all. The cosmogony of the universe. What you mean? Which one is better? The cosmogony of the universe, the creation of planets, the creation of man, the unseen worlds, the labor and glory of gods and goddesses in the heavens of the earth and in the ethereal heavens above them, with the new commandments of Yahweh Jehovah to man of the present day. Yeah, right now. And other revelations from the second resurrection formed in words in the 33rd year of the Cosmon era, present time. This present edition being placed into modern American language, being an extraction, compilation, and integration of materials from the first published edition, copyright 1882 by John Below Newborough. So that's what we in. You know what I mean? If y'all don't got it, go ahead and look it up online. excellent, marvelous read. I gotta keep it always solid with you. Never read nothing like it. It's a beautiful read. You dig? And I salute you on your journey. And me personally, I read the spiritual books every day, including a wasp. I'm trying to tell you. That deal ring bells, boy. And everybody know it. That's why everybody is running around fumigating at the mouth. I mean, looking at everybody with a jaundiced eye, like, what the hell is going on with this cat? That cat trapping. Book of Judgment. The Book of Judgment. The Book of Judgment. Good to see y'all in the chat. Like, subscribe, share. You know what I mean? Send it to your pastors, your mamas, your whoever. It's all good, fam. Ain't nothing but love over this way. Believe that. Love and light. All right, make sure I got this going right here. We about to go ahead and get on. How we about to do? We about to get on. You know what I mean? How we looking? All right, bang, 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 bang. Okay, bang, 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 bang. And then that's the thing. And that's the thing, y'all. You just got to know what you're reading. Like, no matter what you're dealing with, man had to write it. So you got to know what you're dealing with. You got to know you got to know the character of your creator. That way, when you read something that's outside of his character, you can question it. You can look at it with a jaundiced eye, like, nah, that don't even make sense. You know what I mean? The thing is, you're not supposed to worship any book. It's a book. It went through a printing press. You know what I mean? Depend on the dictates of your conscience, or depend on the voice of the creator. Right? Your whole life, you've been like, I should have followed my first mind, because the creator been speaking through every last one of y'all since before you can remember. Right, here you go worshiping a book, and then when somebody come around and be like, hey, look, something ain't all the way right with that, here you go getting all giddy in the knees, getting all angry and mad and foaming at the mouth. Yeah, because what it is that you believe it to be ain't what it is, Jack. You know what I mean? So I ain't never told you to put nothing down. Just look, know what you read. Know when you skip across a topic that tell you to go over there and slay or chop off the head of a goat and offer it to the God because it smell good. Come on now, that don't even make sense. Or you read about the wars between Benjamin and Israel, right? And Israel praised the God because they would need to go up here and subdue Benjamin because of the wickedness they just did. God told them to go up there and you're gonna be victorious. They get up there and get the draw snatched off them. Thousands of them get murdered. They like, dang, they come back like, dang, Lord, what happened? We prayed to you. We did an offering. You said it was good. We went to war and lost. They went back again and got tore out the frame again. They finally won after they went back about a third or fourth time, you dig? But what is the God doing? Like, how is he advising you to go to war only to lose? Make that make sense, man. All right, the Book of Judgment, all right? Being the grades and the rates of mortals and angels in the light of God as the word came to S, daughter of Jehovah. Salute to the sisters, man. Yes, there are female angels. How about that? See how much pressure that just took up off of you? Because somebody told you chapter and verse, give me 100 precepts to prove that there are female angels dealing with the Bible. You couldn't do it. Female angels are not mentioned. Hell, a woman barely can talk dealing with the Bible. So the female angels are not even mentioned. But over this way is liberation. Creator has high-raised sons and daughters who have the title of God and goddesses. And they are called on by the Creator to run worlds, create worlds. You understand? None of them are worshiped. They come and salute their other brothers and sisters, even if they are of a lower rank than them. They come and salute all their other brothers and sisters in the name of the Creator and love and light. All right, look at this right here. So shout out to my sisters, man. Y'all inspired to be great. Y'all should inspire to be a goddess. Again, not to be worshipped. I got to keep saying it because a lot of you slanderous mouth nigga, oh, y'all over there worshiping other gods. And shut up. That's how I know you ain't even listening. Book of Judgment, chapter 1. These are the words of judgment by the will of God, the Creator Son, as rendered by S. Hold on, yeah, I'm trying to highlight this for y'all so we can go ahead and cook. All right. As rendered by S for the resurrection of man. Hear the words of your God, oh man. Hear the words of your God, oh man. I am your elder brother of tens of thousands of years. So God is your brother, your big brother, huh? He got a 10,000 year head start on you. So it would profit us to listen, right? He been in the realm too long for you to be acting like you know more. Shut up. You don't know nothing. You ain't even dead yet. You ain't even crossed over. Hear the words of your God, oh man. I am your elder brother of tens of thousands of years experience. Profit in my wisdom, huh? And learn the discourse of your God. Learn that. Learn that mouthpiece. Learn that vernacular. He said, learn that discourse of your God, man. Profit in the wisdom I'm about to give you, and listen to how I get on. Listen to how I talk. Learn that. Look at this. The creator of all, Jehovah, creator of all things, spoke to me, your God. See, there's a difference. The creator is not God as you know today. No. Jehovah, creator of all things, spoke to me, your God, saying, hear me, O God, my ambassador of the earth and her heavens, for this your season. Obey my mandates and teach mortals and the angels of your lower heavens to know me and to rejoice in my creations. The time has come when the light of your inspiration and your angels shall extend around the whole earth and in her heavens also. So the creator calls on God to do a major work and say, reveal me to mortals and the angels beneath you. The time has come when the light of your inspiration and your angels shall extend around the whole earth and in their heavens also. In all former cycles, my gods had to deal with separate divisions of the earth. My revelations were to each for a special time, which is now at hand. I have prepared this land untrammeled with gods, saviors, and lords enforced by the sword, so that my revelations of this day shall be published and not suppressed. You shall reveal to mortals the plan of my worlds, and you shall reveal to mortals the plan of my worlds. What you mean, which one is better? Worlds, plural. And to who you are, and the method of your inspiration and dominion on the earth and her heavenly kingdoms. Oh, this is for our benefit. God, the creator, sends God and his angels to reveal to mortals the plan of the creator's worlds, many worlds, countless worlds. And as to who you are, the angels, the gods and goddesses and Lord gods and the angels over us, and how the angels inspire us, and their dominions on the earth and her heavenly kingdoms. This is going to do nothing but make you better. Bring more revelation to what's going on so you can have understanding. You don't be around her being oblivious. Look at this. You don't be on the short people bus, spiritually speaking. You know, the short buses. No need to be a mental midget in this hour. No need to be a mental midget. No need. Look at this. You should keep the gates of heaven open for a season, and the spirits of the dead shall commune with mortals. Trip off this, y'all. Good and evil. Wise and foolish. And mortals shall see them. So there are good spirits of the dead and evil spirits of the dead. Wise spirits of the dead and foolish. Why? Because they were once living. They were once good when they were in the flesh, or evil when they were in the flesh. Wise when they were in the flesh, or foolish. Becoming spiritual and leveling up and opening up all your channels and chakras and all that, y'all. Look, don't be gullible. Just like it's deceitful and scandalous men and women, that's what they become when they cross over. Until they choose to rise up higher in the light of the creator. That's just what it is. And mortals shall see them and talk with them face to face, and they shall recognize their own kin, sons and daughters, fathers and mothers, brothers and sisters, the dead and the living. And the angels shall demonstrate the subtlety of corporeal things, the capacity of one solid to pass through another solid uninjured. So beginning with the Cosmon era, you start seeing a high level of spirituality unfold. The era started in 1848, the mid 1800s, and with it became the birth of spiritism or spiritualism. You know what I mean? And you'll see that the spirits of the dead start doing certain things, you dig, that mortals hadn't seen. Mortals had never seen. Oh, you start getting into the Fox sisters. You start getting into old boy Kardec, Kardec, Alan Kardec. You know what I mean? He was doing his thing in the 1850s in I believe France or whatever. You know what I mean? But there was high level spirituality unleashed during the mid 1800s. You dig? And all types of strange phenomena start happening that man could not explain. Right? But Owaski is saying this is the time that the gates of heaven were open and all spirits were allowed to communicate, whether they was good or evil, wise or foolish, with mankind. Right? And they start doing certain things to prove their presence. You understand? Spinning tables, raising tables, all type of stuff. You know what I mean? Look at this right here. It says, yes, the angels shall bring heavy substances from great distances and cast them down in the presence of mortals, who shall see these things done and testify. A man shall understand that even as plants, trees, fish, and serpents can be wielded by my angels, so also can virus and pestilence be carried by angels of darkness to cast mortals in death. So we can go ahead and put that on what you call the jab, or the so-called Rona. Think about it. Even if you say, oh, that has a patent and that's a man that invented that, what inspired him to invent it? He didn't wake up and sniff the Folgers and say, gee whiz, I'm going to come out with the Corona. Or he ain't wake up, sniff the Folgers and Oppenheimer. He ain't wake up, sniff the Folgers and say, I think I'm going to split an atom today and drop that shit on Japan. No, these are angels of darkness that are inspiring mortals to come forth with these viruses, these pestilences, these weapons of death. Angels of darkness, they're in league with them. Look at this. And you shall allow evil spirits and all manner of drujas, vampires and engrafters to come and manifest to mortals, so they may know that my revelations unfold the matters of earth and heaven. So again, y'all, becoming spiritual and raising up, y'all, this is not a pie in the sky theory. It ain't that. It ain't that. You got to keep your head on the swivel. Your situational awareness got to be on 10 or 1,000. Some of y'all are big dreamers. Some of y'all done had deja vu, premonition. Some of y'all done converse with spirits and all that. You need to know what to say and what kind of spirits you dealing with. No matter if they look like your mama or your father, you need to be shooting straight, asking straight questions. That way you know you ain't being duped or deceived. Make sense? Look at this right here. For man shall understand what I mean by the words, as you live on the earth, so shall you reap in heaven. And you shall allow to fall in darkness those mortals who consult angels with regard to riches, marriage, or self, or for curiosity, frivolity, or for anything of an earthly nature for profit's sake. I heard that. So spiritual communion is a real thing, but if you're communing with the spirits or the angels about an earthly profit, an earthly profit, eventually you're going to fall into darkness. The angels are not there for you to be consulting with them about the Powerball numbers. Oh, ladies, you want your knight in shining armor. Or self, or for curiosity, frivolity, or for anything of an earthly nature for profit's sake. They shall prosper for a season, but end in being confronted with folly and falsehood. And that's how you know a lot of everybody, damn near everyone I done heard talking about the so-called spiritual experience. Now, I ain't the one to tell you didn't have it, but everyone that I've heard ever since getting the understanding of Owaski, everyone I've heard been dealing with a low angel. You ain't been dealing with no angel ambassador. You ain't been dealing with no high-raised angels. Everyone I've heard, everyone outside who don't really study Owaski, and talk about their spiritual experience based off what we understand, all those are low angels you've been talking to. And as you trip off this, and as we keep reading, you're gonna see why. You're gonna see why. All right. There's a difference between the angels of the creator and the false gods. There's a difference. And trip off this. The only way you can tell the difference is through the message, not by the name they come in, not how glamorous they're looking, or if they arrive with so much splendor, only thing you can go off of is the message. You dig? So you need to be asking any spirit that come holler at you, what you got for me? What up, though? Like, don't even play with them. What up, though? What you got for me? All right. And if the message, the message ain't about you developing yourself to become a better man so you can benefit humanity. If it ain't about freedom, if it ain't about love and life, you know what I mean? Pursuit of happiness and you know what I mean? Studying nature and creation so you can get closer to the creator and righteous works done unto other. If it ain't about that, if it's all about you and you know, you profiting for self and all that ain't got nothing to do with the creator. Those are that's a low-hanging fruit. How about that? That's a low-hanging fruit. And look at this word. Verse 12, and whoever asks for the spirits of great men, allow him to be deceived by drudges and all manner of lying spirits. I've seen that before. I've seen that before where they would get together and hold hands in a circle and say, I call on the spirit of Tupac or Marcus Mosiah Garvey. You understand? If the spiritual realm wasn't real, what is all these people who ain't even Christians doing coming together? You dig? Holding hands in a circle. Trip off that. And summoning the spirits of who they call great men. But look what it says. Allow him to be deceived by drudges and all manner of lying spirits. So, nah, you ain't trying to be deceived. You ain't supposed to be calling on the spirits of great men. Look at this. And whoever asks of the sword is for great men, or for Moses, or Jesus, or Christ, or for any well-known name as applied to ancient times, allow him to be answered by evil spirits and deceivers. And whoever asks of the soldiers or the mediums for great men, or for Moses or Jesus or Christ, or for any well-known name as applied to ancient time, allow him to be answered by evil spirits and deceivers. So I ain't the one to tell you that somebody didn't invoke the name Jesus Christ and got motion. But either your creator is sufficient or not. Notice what this says. They asked him for the spirit of Christ, allowed him to be answered by evil spirits and deceivers. The only spirit you're concerned with is the great spirit, the creator. I know somebody mad. Whoever desires the angels for profit's sake, and he has power and charges, get him a band of drudges and vampires, bloodsuckers, and get him great power and signs and miracles. That's why you ain't supposed to be tripping off signs and miracles, because demons and vampires, unclean spirits, can work signs and miracles. Here you go over here with a certain man because you feel he's a miracle worker. Nah, you ain't understanding how spirit work. You understand how spirit work? Look at this. And whoever consults the angels without regard to becoming a better man himself, allow him to also to become captive to lying spirits. See, because you want to become a better man or a woman so you could benefit the whole. You want to be an asset to the community. You want to be an asset to humanity. You know what I mean? So if you in angel communion, but it ain't about that. It ain't about everyone. It ain't about the whole. Then y'all look, that's all for self. And guess what? You're gonna become a slave to lying spirits. Slave. Look at this. And even if you in the throes of exaggeration is still lying. You're still lying, Jack. Look at this. And to all men who feed on fish or flesh, you shall allow vampires to inhabit them. Hey, and I believe that's true. That's true. You should have seen when Honor and Humility first came out back in 2021 and was like, hey, look, y'all need to stop chewing on them animals, bro. Like, that's off. You know how many people was sending death threats and foaming at the mouth and convulsing and acting like they was having a seizure and trying to throw curses over this way, man. Look, I don't know that work. You know what I mean? We bind, rebuke, and render it powerless anyway. You don't send nothing over this way. But I'm saying this to say that you can understand that, yeah, bloodsuckers. Because the only reason you get mad, you understand, when somebody's like, hey, look, stop chewing on them animal sandwiches, loin meat, stop doing it. You know what I mean? If I was you, I would stop. Only reason you get mad is because the quote unquote spirit that you've been in communication with this whole time, you understand, it's false. And you understand that desire that's driving you, because a nigga go crazy, go eat some chicken, boy. Y'all seen them Popeye chicken sandwiches when them came out? That was niggas killing each other over that. That proves there's a vampire or a parasite or a worm or a demon inside you. The Essaying Gospel of Peace talk about that. You know what I mean? How you heat your blood up and all type of oozing streams of decay come flowing out your bowels, and you know what I mean? And then Messiah pulled out a worm longer than dude's body and was like, there go your devil right there. That's why you're sick. So that makes sense. Vampires inhabit flesh eaters. To all men who feed on fish or flesh, you should allow vampires to inhabit them. Verse 17. And to those who drink to drunkenness or smoke or take narcotics, you should allow fetals and engrafters to come upon them. Look at this. And in families whose heirs are born from parents wed for earthly considerations, you should allow spirits of obsession to enter and drive them mad. Look at that. So you're not supposed to be getting married just to make a political alliance. There's a lot of times that happens in the earth. You know what I mean? The daughter of a king will marry the son of another king. You feel me? Just to make sure that both of these nations never go to war. You know what I mean? But now your covenant supposed to be a spiritual covenant. You know what I mean? It ain't supposed to be for earthly considerations. Nah. It's whatever grows and cultivates your spirit. All right, look at this. For they shall be made to know the meaning of the word hell as applied to the lower heavens. Right, hell is a part of the earth. It's in the lower heavens. You know what I mean? And that's another topic. We'll get into it one day. Verse 20. And to whomever worships gods or saviors because of miracles, you should give them plenty of miracles and signs through unclean spirits. Makes sense. Even in the Bible, Moses threw his staff down, it turned into a snake. The warlocks did the same thing. They took something inanimate and made it alive, animated. So you're not supposed to be worshiping no God, Savior, or any of that because of miracles. And if you are, then guess what? Plenty of miracles will be done through unclean spirits. Look at this. And through mortal sergeants, mediums of low grade, and more. You should let spirits of darkness assume to be these very gods. Like, yeah, these spirits of darkness that you invoking and calling on, and miracles are happening. You should let spirits of darkness assume to be these very gods. They out here pump faking. So that mortals can be made to know what manner of evil spirits dwell in their churches and temples. See, these are evil spirits. Pump faking like they're your God or creator. Look at this. And to the rich man who makes pretense, he's pretending to righteousness, but who does not do toward the poor as to himself. You should give him a host of spirits of hypocrisy and lying, so that he may realize the company he is preparing for his own spirit in heaven. You pump faking, you rich, and you true about this. You got the means, the resources, and the skill to alleviate some of this pressure off the poor. You don't even do it? I will give him a host of spirits of lying and hypocrisy, because that's the company you preparing to keep in heaven. Why? Because you're a liar. You're a hypocrite. Right? You got it to relieve some pressure and pain, and you won't even do it. So guess who you're going to be keeping company with in heaven? Those of your same like spirit and vibration. I thought birds of a feather flock together. Look at this. Give signs and miracles to the unclean prophet or seer, as well to the clean, to the liar and deceiver, as well as to the truthful man. Look at this. For I will destroy the worship of all gods, lords, and saviors on the basis of miracles. Ball game. So-and-so did a miracle and cast a demon out. We know. Now, I've seen it done before. Seen it. Done it myself. But the worship of any God, Lord, Savior, man based off miracles is being destroyed in this hour. Why? Because those who don't even rock like you can get down and do the same thing or something similar. No, you're not to be worshiping anybody just because you read they didn't get their ankles wet when they walked across bath water. Man, bro, his ankles ain't get wet, man. He walked on water. He walked across the bathtub. And his ankles ain't get wet. And here your knees knocking like a naked newborn, ready to get your kneecaps dusty and worship this nigga. Not knowing unclean spirits and clean spirits can do signs and miracles. Real prophets and false prophets, wise and foolish, righteous and evil. Why? Because the worship of any God, Lord, and Savior based on any type of miracle is being destroyed in this hour. You see that? Talking about he ain't get his ankles wet walking across bathtub water. And here you go, about ready to give all your devotion to a false God. Hey, look, watch out, man. Watch out. Man, you better be a gangster in spirit. I ain't believing nothing nobody say. You understand? Unless the message is about righteousness and good works and elevating, okay, I can listen to that. Anything else, I'm looking at you with a jaundiced eye. Who is you? What you want? Who sent you? What up, though? You gotta be like that. You gotta be like that. You'll be over being friends with a weirdo. It was weird when he was alive, man. Look at this. And you should take great liars and give them lying spirits to speak through them by inspiration and entrancement. And these spirits shall profess the names of great persons long since dead. And they shall manifest great oratory, wisdom, and truth. But nevertheless, their preaching shall be of little benefit for righteousness' sake or for good works. I brought that up. Shout out to my brothers Selah and Cosmo and Carol. They brought out this book called Antiquity Unveiled. Right, and it's about Apollonius of Tyana, who lived during the 1st century. However, you know what I mean, it came through a medium. So Apollonius of Tyana, who lived 2,000 years ago, revealed himself through a mortal medium. You dig? And the words were transcribed. All right. But you got to ask yourself, what the hell is he still doing here after 2,000 years? 1,800 years? What the hell is really going on? Yeah, y'all know some spirits of the dead that are bound to this earth, some for 100, 200, 300, 10 years, or even 1,000 years. They bound. Now, created gang, look, we plan to be upward and outward, man. Ain't trying to hang too long. You dig? Ain't trying to hang too long, Jack. I'm trying to get to Ethereum. You dig? Look at this. Verse 25. And their applauding audiences would not contribute to the poor nor establish any improvement on the doctrines of the ancients. Look at this. For the spirits who speak through them shall be the first resurrection of the inorganic heavens. Do y'all hear this? That's how I be know, man. I've been listening. Everybody who's a so-called spiritual guru or got you believing they're the groovy guru, like she just floated in the room from somewhere. Everybody I've been listening to, after I understood what a WASP was saying in certain books like the Book of Judgment, Book of Inspiration, Divinity, Discipline, after I understood that, and I play all this stuff back in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, I heard that. Look, they bringing in money hands over fist. And y'all, when I tell y'all, they not dealing with spirits that's above grade 5. They dealing with grade school spirits. They dealing with spirits that still got to put their name badge on their chest and on their backpack so their stuff won't get lost. Y'all dealing with little oaks. You ain't dealing with nothing high raised. Listen to me, y'all. None of them. I've been listening. I've been listening to all type of different, just okay, they had a spiritual experience. Let me see what they talking about. And when I tell you everybody I listen to, not based on what we read. Nah. It's all earthly. It's all earthbound. It's all about how you can profit self. Right? It's all how you can become great yourself, but not be a benefit unto others. It ain't got nothing to do with righteous work done unto others. If it does, no matter what name they come in, you can listen to that. Oh, okay. You dig? For the spirits who speak through them shall be the first resurrection of the inorganic heavens. GMO, my nigga. GMO, not knowing me or the higher kingdoms. Truly, they shall be of the same order. Listen to this. Truly, they shall be of the same order as the spirits who minister in the churches and temples. There's no difference. The same spirits they got, you know what I mean? Big Mama, I should have bought a Honda. Jean-Claude Van Damme, and passing out are the same spirits that's out here. They got everybody in New Age claiming they getting spiritual and opening up these channels and gateways and all that. And you realize whether you in church or whether you part of this New Age movement in the streets or online, all y'all dealing with the same rate of angels. Y'all dealing with the same order and rate and rank of angels, whether you in the church or whether you in the New Age movement. If you understand what I'm saying thus far, I'll give you a 1 up in the chat. Read it again. For the spirits who speak through them shall be the first resurrection of the GMO heavens, the inorganic heavens, not knowing me or the higher kingdoms. Truly, look at this. Truly, they shall be of the same order as the spirits who serve or minister in the churches and temples, being those spirits who have not yet been delivered up from the earth. Ball game. What is we even talking about here? These spirits ain't got no higher than your earlobes. And here you go just bragging about how spiritual you done gotten, you in the light, and you feel it in your solar plexus and in all your different channels. And when we ask you certain stuff, you've been dealing with an earthbound spirit. And there ain't no difference between the spirits the New Age gurus is talking about and Big Mama and them up in the churches and the temples. They're the same rank and order. They ain't even been delivered up from the earth. Ain't even went nowhere. Ain't raised up past their own nostrils. It is. And some shall say, hear me, for I am God. Some shall say, hear me, for I am the Lord. Some shall say, hear me, for I am Jehovah. And others shall profess the names of mortals who had great power on the earth. And you shall let them do these things. Look at this. For I will make man understand that he shall accept nothing from angels or men because of the name professed. So just because there's a miracle that happened, or say this angel or this deity comes in the name of God that you pronounce. Yahweh, Yahuwah, Yehovah, Yahweh, Ahia, Yeshaya, Yahshua, Yeshua, Yahoshua, Yahawashai, Yahawashai, Yeshu. For I will make man understand that he shall accept nothing from angels or men because of the name professed. Only on the merit of wisdom. You only accept something from angels or men only on the merit of wisdom, truth, and good doctrines that raise men out of darkness, poverty, and crime. Shall they accept either spoken or written words? Only if it's a message that has been proven to reverse society out of darkness and bring them into light, to reverse poverty, to reverse crime. That's when you listen to any spirit that come holler at you or any mortal and say, hey, look, I got an idea on how to, bring light, reverse poverty, reverse crime. You understand? Take heed. Or you may be inspired, right? Through a high-raised angel, right? To do something. I have an idea. Where does the idea come from? It comes from the unseen realm. Who gave you a righteous idea? A righteous angel. And you move on that. But you don't accept nothing from an angel or a man just because you see a miracle or they come pumping a name that you know. We hear it all the time. Hey, what name do you subscribe to? I know y'all caught up on Yahweh, so I'll say Yahweh. I know y'all caught up on Yahweh, so I'll say Yahweh, whatever name you talking about. But I ain't talking about no man sitting down somewhere. How about that? Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. See, y'all see how practical this is? You get an understanding. Man. And it's real easy to receive. That's how you know this of Jaja, this other creator. And you ain't got nothing to be afraid of, man, especially if you're still on the fence. Any of my Israelite brothers, my Nazarene, especially if any of y'all still on the fence, man, look, I ain't over here flying in nothing evil. And I know you ain't supposed to just accept that just because I'm saying it. Of course not. You dig? But I'm saying when you finally get the drive to check out what we've been talking about, you understand? You're going to love it. You're going to love it. It's a beautiful read, man. Beautiful read. And at the same time, it don't even tote itself to being immaculate. It tell you the WASP's not immaculate. Don't believe it just because it's written in her. You got to know a thing and try it. But as you keep testing it and you keep getting your head busted, you're going to be like, wow. Wow. All right. So you get an understanding in this, man. That's what I'm talking about. Right. You need to know how to handle up when an unclean spirit or any spirit come holler at you. Shoot straight. You need to know that, no, I don't go worship something just because I saw a miracle. I seen snot flow out his nose and and levitate across the room and hit the wall. I'm ready to worship. No, just because you see a miracle, just because you hear a name, don't mean you accept anything an angel or a man is talking about, a spirit or a mortal is talking about. You need to listen to the message. What is the message that's being brought forth? And if it's a message that benefits all, you dig? Hey, green light. You know what I mean? Let's play ball. Look at this, verse 29. And they shall try to organize to carry out good works, but they shall fail. For many will desire to be leaders, being under the influence of selfish considerations, desiring the applause of men. You want everybody clapping like a seal at the zoo at feeding time. When you walk in the room, ooh, 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 ooh. Like seals clap at the zoo when it's time to eat. All these are selfish considerations, man. You want people to applaud and clap for you. You desire to be a leader, a commanding general, a captain. Man, look over here. We are brothers and sisters. You dig? They got each other back. We roll mob deep. We roll like a gang for real. A brotherhood for real. That's how you supposed to roll. You ain't supposed to be desiring. I'm gonna lead all these niggas to the promised land. Nah, I'm good. No, we are brothers and sisters, and you dealing with bros and sisters that got your back. How about that? Just like with your family. We ain't running around here talking like one of your cousins come over and you got to stand up and click your heels and salute me. Well, nigga, if you don't go sit down somewhere. But if you had a problem, hey, cuz, man, look, I got a few things going. Man, who said what at? Come on. You see what I'm saying? That's how we are. It don't matter. You got a problem, we gonna solve it. But we ain't nobody's leader around here. Ain't no you follow. So nah. We are an organic body of faithists who have faith in the ever-present creator, the all in all, that always was, is, and never shall be, and have no faith in the words of any angel or man that come in a vibration opposite of our creator. We're gonna tell him his breath stank and keep it moving. Move around before you be fooled, Jack. So we ain't even finna play with you. You try that over there somewhere, but we ain't finna play with you. All right? Now look at this. And they will profess freedom, but they will not pledge themselves. But they will not pledge themselves to any sacrifice, either of money or opinion, for the sake of the public good. You about freedom, right? But you ain't willing to give up nothing so everybody can advance. Creator gave away all so you could live. Everything you see is a part of his body that's in creation, right? And until you willing to give away all, you ain't nowhere near ready to hear the voice of the creator. You ain't willing to give up nothing. Creator gave up all of him so creation could exist. You won't even cough up $1. You won't even give nobody 5 seconds. You see what I'm saying? You ain't solid. All creator is asking for us, y'all, is to be solid with one another. You understand? You know how family was back in the day? Like, it was straight love. It didn't matter. You over your people crib, it don't matter. You gonna eat, you gonna get washed up, you got clothes, y'all spend the night on the floor. You know what I mean? Y'all got movies to watch. You at your people crib. Right? That's how it's supposed to be. And no matter what, it didn't matter. You can holler at your people like, man, I'm boy, going up there and fix you something in. You ask me, talking about you hungry. Don't come tell me you hungry. There's plenty of food up there. Go up there and get you something to eat. Like, that's how we grew up. You know what I mean? Like, family was family. So it's just like, it don't matter. It don't matter. And we was willing to sacrifice whatever was going on for the benefit of whoever needed. And that's how we supposed to be with family. It don't matter, man. Hey, bro. Hey, so-and-so kind of short today. Well, hey, we got it. Let's go ahead and get it to you. Let's go ahead and get it to you. Family. You understand? Look at this word. Look at this. And little good shall come out of their works, and even less peace of soul shall come to them. For they shall dispute and quarrel, being divided in all their ideas, philosophy, sentiments, and in their understanding of my kingdoms. For by this means you shall show them they are under the inspiration of the unorganized S world, or the unorganized spirit world, and of spirits who have not yet entered into my organic resurrections, which I created for them. That's why I say, now all you got to do now is go and listen. Go listen to the all the spiritual gurus, right? Go listen to all the little spiritual gurus on YouTube and listen to what they're saying about their spiritual experiences. And by the time you get done, you're going to laugh and say, dang, that's crazy. Huh? All of them are dealing with spirits of the first resurrection that are of the unorganized, inorganic heavens, bound to the earth. All of them. All of them. I don't care if you're talking about red pill, blue pill, 19 keys, or KT, the arch degree. I don't care if you're talking about any of that. Black magic 363, whoever you're talking about. Whatever quote unquote spiritual guru, man, listen to what they're saying. Listen to their experience they claim they had, and then trip off what we learned today. You're gonna be like, wow. Meaning these cats ain't as spiritual as you think. You understand? For by this means you shall show them they are under the inspiration of the unorganized S world, and of spirits who have not yet entered into my organic resurrections, which I created for them. But in the time of light of my revelations, you shall raise up a few here and there, capable of all light. You shall cause these to form a basis for my kingdom on earth. Y'all, ain't no coincidence we all here. Right? Create a gang, ain't no coincidence. All of you all are capable of receiving and hearing the light of the Creator. That's why you hear it. Right? That's why we all came together. We probably would have never even knew each other in regular life. Probably would have never hung with each other. None of it. You did? So count yourself blessed, man. Count yourself blessed. Look at this. And they shall forswear all gods, lords, and saviors, but profess me, the great spirit, Jehovah. The only spirits you concerned with, the great spirit. The great spirit. Look at this. And they shall pledge themselves to one another in fullness as brothers and sisters, holding their possessions in common. Yeah, because the cities ain't going to do nothing but get darker and darker. We got to come out of ooze, y'all. Y'all know that. The cities are going to descend further and further into chaos and darkness. So eventually we got to get up out of ooze. We got to get up out of the cities. You understand? And guess what? Gather together in communities and share our resources. Because this is the prerequisite for the Creator's kingdom on earth, right? And that's how the angels live in the heavens, those that's down with the Creator, right? They're a body. It ain't just one. They're a body, a mob deep, right? And that's what we prepping now. We live that life now. You understand? Holding their possessions in common, right? And train your children right now. Let them know, look, ain't none of these. Look, that ain't your toy. That's all y'all toys. I do my children the same way. That's mine. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. We don't own nothing. We don't own nothing. Everything belongs to all of us. Dang, look at this. To live for the sake of perfecting themselves and others in spirit and for good works. Look at this. They shall eat fish. They shall not eat fish or flesh of any creature that breathe a breath of life. These are those who are establishing the Creator's kingdom on earth. So you may have Israelites that are getting down, that build communities, but they still chewing on animals. That ain't part of the Creator's kingdom. right? The animals are not going to be under the threat of being chewed on. You dig? Establishing the Creator's kingdom on earth. Nah, the animals ain't going to be afraid of us. We come in peace. Animals can sense we ain't got no type of dead flesh in us. We ain't chewing on loin meat. They shall not eat fish nor flesh of any creature that breathe the breath of life. And they shall keep the 7th day. See, that's solid. And they shall keep the 7th day as a day of communion with me and my angel host. The 7th day, which you call Shabbat, is supposed to be a day of communion with the unseen realms. Communion with the angel ambassadors of the Creator and with himself. That's what that day's supposed to be. Like, we supposed to be cultivating our spirit, developing our spirit, growing stronger and stronger. That's like we talk. You know how we talk? Just how you talk with the, the spirits who are, or the angels who are there to assist you. Talk to them. Right? But now you know to listen to the message, because there could be a false angel. So now you know to listen. You know what I mean? Listen to what's being said. Look at this. With rites and ceremonies explanatory of all the doctrines in the world, practicing good for evil, non-resistance to persecution and abuse, and abjure war and hate war, even if necessary by submitting to death rather than take part in it. See, we ain't spilling no blood over this way. And that's one thing we've learned looking at the fall of Jerusalem going back to 70 AD. Or even current history. You dealing with the Philadelphia movement that was bombed. The whole city block was bombed. You're dealing with Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma, back in 1921. Bombed. You know what I mean? And many other things. Y'all, when somebody of a higher power comes against you, you're supposed to get up out of there. That's what you learn from the mistakes of the past. Don't sit there and fight them, and get out of there. Get out of there. Move out the way. You understand? The United States military coming against you, and here you go talking about some, man, I ain't no punk. Nigga, I'm finna go outside and I'm finna go outside with my little Draco and think I'm finna do some. Boy, if you don't go sit down somewhere. No, when somebody of a higher power comes against you, move. Get out the way. You did? Look at this. And they shall become an organic body in communities of tens, 20s, hundreds, and of thousands. Salute the Creator gang, man. Salute the faiths. Look at this. But they shall have no leaders, only their Creator. They shall be organic for the sake of good works. But they shall not go about preaching for sinners to go to repentance. Repent! Repent before you be missile food. That's what we used to say. Repent before you catch a missile. Because us Israelites believe that as America is being destroyed by thermonuclear destruction, that the Israelites are going to be go gadget, grow some wings, and get up out of here, be called up into a chariot. It's just the Hebrew form of the rapture. You know what I mean? That's all it is. So, and that's why mainly niggas go around claiming to repent, because they don't want to be missile food. They don't want to catch an ICBM or a nuclear missile. Look at this. It says, but they shall not go about preaching for sinners to go to repentance, nor preaching for charities to the poor. But they themselves shall go about gathering up sinners, the poor, the helpless, and orphans, and bring them into comfortable homes, teaching them how to live, to be a glory to me and my kingdom. So the critics say all that talking, all that side jawing is out the window. You understand? Get to work. Get to work. What you don't tell somebody to repent, show them how to repent. Don't tell somebody they need to get up and clean themselves up. Show them how to clean themselves up. Yeah, you know the old proverb, you dig, it's better to teach a man how to fish than feed him fish. Yeah, right. That's the ultimate form of charity, to show somebody how to lift themselves up. That way they're not dependent on you. Look at this. And such persons, us moving like that, us gathering and mobilizing in communities and sharing resources, right? And showing those who are in darkness how to live in light, showing those who don't know how to feed themselves or who are hungry how to feed themselves, showing those who desire to provide for their families in the community but don't have a skill how to develop a skill and develop themselves. To such persons, My angels from the second resurrection shall come and minister in my name for the joy of the earth. So y'all, us moving like this is to the benefit of the whole. And we got the angels of the second resurrection and higher assisting us in this. The Creator's with us, y'all. The Creator's with us. If you ever thought the Creator wasn't, now you know for sure. Creator's with us. Look at this. And when such people die, look at this. And when such people die, the faith is when such people die, they shall be received into the second resurrection. Escaping the first, go right there. And we believe our sister Shebrew faith is 144 and right to the second resurrection. And even if she didn't, she's aware of the system and order and what she needs to do to ascend. She ain't crossover oblivious. So it behooves us now to start mobilizing and sharing resources and living like a family or a community. You understand? And showing society how to raise up. Being like that, we got the assistance of the second resurrection angels and higher. You see that? And when we cross over, we going right to the second resurrection. We ain't got to deal with the misfits of the first. You see? This is a practical guide to the spirit world, the spirit life. Telling you exactly what you need to do. No guesswork, no licking of the finger. Right to it. Look at this, verse 48. Neither shall any other people in all the world escape the place of the first resurrection. Yeah. Whether they are kings or queens, the Queen of England, beggars, Brahmins, Buddhists, Christians, Mohammedans, or any other pretenders in heaven or earth. Behold, the day of preaching and professions is at an end. I will have practice only. So enough with the side, John. Get to it. Show us through the work you do that the Creator is moving you. That you're inspired by the higher angels. We should be able to see that through the work. Whoever is not in my organic kingdoms on earth shall go into my inorganic kingdoms in heaven. For I create the heavens and the earth and all things in them, so that like goes to like. Ooh-wee. If you get some understanding so far, give me a 9 up in the chat. Bless up, fam. Bless up. Give me a 9 up in the chat. Y'all get some understanding. Yeah, you ain't supposed to worship nobody, angel or man, based off miracles or the name they come in. Creator ain't hearing all the preaching and the side joint. No, show society how. You got the blueprint. It ain't good enough to complain about young folk. What you gonna do about it? Raise them up. You got the blueprint. What you doing? You know what to do. See, don't nobody really want to be proactive in the resurrection of others. You ain't gotta worry about yourself, right? You gonna be out there working to raise up others. That's our job. Now, that's the job of the angels. And look, and that's how you get to the higher heavens and all that. You being selfish is all about you and nobody else. You understand? It's all about earthly passions and earthly profits. Look, y'all, that's first resurrection bound. Some spirits be bound to the earth for 1,000 years or more. Nah, I ain't trying to hang around that long. You know what I mean? You might as well start doing righteous work now. You might as well start mobilizing now, because trip off this. Once we start doing that as a body, the angels of the second resurrection are assisting us. And when we cross over, we go right to the second resurrection. We in the express lane. We ain't got to stop at the toll booth. Right to the second resurrection. Yeah, boy. Yeah. You feel me? It's proactive. Don't leave no wiggle room, no guesswork. What we gonna be doing? What I gotta do? None of that. It's right to it. You feel me? And how beautiful is it to know that the fastest way is the righteous work you do unto others. So every day you should hit the ground running like, who can I bless and help out today? Right? And if you don't know that answer, ask the Creator to give it to you. Send somebody my way I can bless and heal. Bless and help out today. I desire to help others more than myself. Right? These are the affirmations. This is how you get to communicating and talking, but you got to open your mouth up. Right? Because other than that, all you got is the first resurrection or the earth. New Jerusalem is coming to earth. That's earth. And that's a box. That's a cube. Just like the box or the cube in Mecca. The cobblestone, New Jerusalem, is the same shape. It's a box. It's a box. So you talking about the earth, or we talking about the emancipated heavens? You did? It's just the truth. What's your inheritance? The New Jerusalem, a box, or the liberated heavens of the Creator? Ooh, I see nines in the building. We looking good. Bless up. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all in the building, man. Bless up, bless up, bless up. All right, let's get back to it. All right, Book of Judgment, chapter 2. I see understanding is going forth, and that's all that matters. All right. God, ambassador of the Creator, said, you shall assemble for the communion of angels regularly. I hear that? You shall assemble for the communion of angels regularly and maintain intercourse with them. So we supposed to develop a relationship with these spirits, angels. And as a body, as a unit, create a gang, we supposed to be assembling for the communion of angels on the regular. You understand? We supposed to be able to hear the voice of the spirit, you dig, or the voice of angels as clear as you hearing me right now. Because we developed the skill, we developed or cultivated our spirit to be able to hear certain vibrations and all that. All right? But this telling you not to stay away from angel or spirit communion, but no, get together, and y'all supposed to be doing that on the regular. For in no other way can you demonstrate the immortality of the soul or the continued life of the spirit. We need to be getting together doing that. You know what I mean? Look at this. Doing this in the name of the Creator and for spiritual light in regard to spiritual things. We are communing or coming together and open up a channel of communication with the angels of the Creator for spiritual light in regard to spiritual things. Whoever consults the spirits for earthly things shall fall in darkness. Y'all hear that? Watch your mouth, man. Watch out. Right? You don't want to be, you don't want to be taking one step forward and 100 steps backwards. You ain't went nowhere. You went backwards. All right? Why fall in the darkness if you ain't got to? But when you assemble, let no man or spirit be a spectator to others. Right? So we all get together. You understand? Selah Shalom may be over there meditating. Cal P may be over there dancing at Jaja. You know what I mean? Other sisters may be over there doing their thing. Like when we get together to communicate with the spiritual realm, we ain't supposed to be spectators. All right. But as all men labor in the field to gather the harvest, so shall all members in the assembly, by prayer or by music, contribute a glory to the Father. Yeah, you got to do something. You ain't over here just, settled on your leaves. No, you got to, all this is proactive. And as easy as that brother know how to holler and talk to spirits or angels, you should be able to too. Remembering that the humblest prayer, even with weak words, if given with a full heart, is as strong to the Creator as the best oratory. From all men, the Spirit shall pour forth to the Father in praise, according to what has been created to it. Nor is more required of any man. It's your experience. What are you in competition for? What are you in competition for? This is your experience, right? Look at this right here. But this shall happen to many, learning to speak by entrancement or by inspiration. They shall imagine themselves controlled by certain angels, when in fact it is only their own spirit, eliminated from the corporeal senses. He's having an out-of-body experience. Look at this. Others being influenced shall imagine it is themselves and not an angel, whereas it is an angel speaking through them. This was the case of Caillou or Confucius. Both are good and shall be practiced. Nothing wrong with that. Either you think you're hearing the voice of an angel, but really it's your own spirit, or you think it's your own spirit, but it's really the voice of an angel. Both are good because you're being inspired and influenced to do what's righteous. See that? Look at this. Let no man concern himself as to whether it is the spirit of himself or an angel, for it is only the subject uttered which is of value. That's all that matters. It don't matter the miracle that got done, the name the angel come in, or is it really an angel speaking through me, or is it my own spirit growing and cultivating? It don't matter. The only thing that matters is the subject that's uttered. the message they coming with. That's all that matters. In this day, all things shall stand on their own merit and not on a supposed authority. No, you got to sit on your own bottom, Jack. That's what it is. Every tub has to. Every tub has to sit on his own bottom. Look at this. Look at this. Boy, this deal was clear. Straight clarity. Look at this word. And let him who speaks with his own spirit not judge others to be the same, nor yet the reverse of this. For no two in all the world are alike. Do y'all understand this? No two in all the world are alike, man. And what does that mean? Let him who speaks by angel inspiration not judge others to be doing the same. Exactly. Maybe speaking through his own spirit. But the Creator's saying, I ain't create no two alike. So no need to be in competition and no need to be envious and jealous of the next brother and sister. You know what I mean? Cultivate and grow your own spirit for the benefit of others. Why? Because the Creator has not made no two people alike, man. No two in all the earth are alike. No two angels are alike. Look at this. To those who have not experienced elimination of the spirit self from the corporeal body, an OBE, out of body experience. All speech is believed to be of the physical senses only, or of a disease condition. They're crazy. He's talking about all type of worlds and myriads, man. They sound crazy. But that's because he didn't have the experience himself. So it sounds foolish to him. It sounds like somebody that's of a diseased mind. Look at this. Such men are not to be blamed for their interpretation. Rather, you shall pity them and not answer them. Yeah, you just pity them. He ain't had no spiritual experience. But the man with the experience is not subject to the person with no opinion. Believe that. The man or the woman with the experience is not in subject to the person with the opinion. So it was like, don't blame them for their interpretation. They just ain't had no type of spiritual understanding, right? But pity them because he only believed in this. You know what I mean? What's tangible. Look at it. For many such, even after death, will not admit they are dead because of the darkness upon them. It is wiser for the spiritual minded to keep to themselves, especially when communing with Jehovah and his angels. For a greater wonder than these will follow. Some will enter the trance of the first resurrection and go in spirit out of the body, but only subjectively. Others will enter the trance of the second resurrection and go in spirit out of the body objectively. Look at this. And the first, look at this. Look at this. And the first, the subjective spiritist, the first shall not believe the second was other than like himself, going only subjectively. For I have created alike no two men in the world. Y'all heard this? You can only be yourself. You find yourself trying to be somebody else, you going off. You can only be yourself, man. That's it. You should only want to be. I am how the Creator made me. That's just what it is. And you're trying to be nobody else at all. Develop yourself. Cultivate yourself so you can be a benefit and asset to others. Right? But stop gauging your progress and what you're doing based off somebody else. That's their experience. All right? For I have created like no two men in all the world, says the Creator. Even after death, many are not capable of entering the second resurrection objectively. He who is in subjective state speaks and writes from the earth looking upward. And majority of the spirit books that's out there today, that's what it is. Majority of the holy text out there today is subjective. It's from the earth upward. He who comes of the objective heaven speaks and writes as one come down from our kingdoms to the earth. Wow. Two conditions. Look at this. Shout out to my brother Daryl Cosmar. He been going, boy, bananas out here with the science and the objectivity. And two conditions will manifest. Two conditions will manifest. That's right, Darius. Absolutely. Two conditions will manifest. Subjective spiritualists will affiliate with the world's people, being deniers of the ever-present person, and they will pursue earthly vocations for self's sake. But objective spiritualists, being those who live for the spirit's sake, will be faithists. That's me. That's what I am. I'm claiming that. Objective spiritualism, or a faithist, or a realist. That's what I'm claiming. being those who live for the Spirit's sake, will be faithless, believers in the ever-present person, Jehovah or Yahweh, whom they will worship not only in words, but by abjuring or denying self and uniting themselves in brotherhoods for the sake of doing good to others. These latter, the objective spiritualists, the faithists, the real ones, that's what we're going to call us. We the real ones, the real ones, right? These latter are the chosen people of the Father of the Cosmon era. Bag drop, boy. Bag drop, boy. And they will become supreme in all the world. We're going to change this earth. Weapons down. Weapons down. We're going to change this earth. You better believe it. You better believe it. You understand? In this era, the earth has not seen it come out like the way it's coming out right now, boy. This light is being unhinged. And it's an honor to witness this, and it's an honor to be on the team with you, brothers and sisters. Believe that. Who else talking how we talking? That's how you know this is YAH'S doing. Who else is talking like this? Who else is bringing the light out? Creative game, bringing it all the way out. You did? Unapologetically. Gonna change the world, boy. We got the blueprint. We got the blueprint right now, man. And look, I keep saying that because that's what it is. We got the blueprint to change the world. Get to work. Get to work. Stop complaining about the gangbangers and the youngins and all that. Clean them up then. Get to work. See, now you got to study. Now you got to study your people. Study all people. You dig? Now you got to get into psychology. Now you got to get into sociology. Now you got to get into all of it. Right? You got to get into the mind of our people, the mind of all people, and develop a system, you understand, that raises man about a poverty, raises man about a crime, right? Raises man up out of being selfish. Raises man about all of it, his darkness, raises him about it. You develop that because you got the blueprint to do so. Right? It's more than just reading or watching. You can get out there and apply that. Right? And put that light out there and raise these brothers and sisters about a darkness, poverty, crime, you know what I mean? Selfishness and all that. Raise it up. Because this says we're going to become supreme in all the world. These three peoples. These three peoples. The world's people, the believers, and the faithists have existed in all ages of the world. So whatever mumble mouth woman had the nerve to say our God is only 100 years old or the creator is only 100 years old and some change, sit your ass down somewhere. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't have a clue of what you're talking about. Right? These three people have existed in all ages of the world. The world's people, the believers, so those are religious church folk, and then the faithists, the objective spiritualists, the real ones. Of them all, of the world's people, of the believers and the faithists, of them all, only the faithist practices harmony and good works. Both of the others, the world's people and the religious folk, both of the others are resistants, quarrelers, warriors, disintegrators, and breaker downs of all things. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. That's true. Whether you in the world or whether you are religious folk, you are still a part of an organization or part of a society that's all about warfare and disintegration and quarreling and fighting and resistance and breaking down everything. That's what you're a part of. Remember, we read earlier that those up in the church and those up in the New Age movement or the streets with this spirituality are up under the same rank and order of angels. It don't matter. Right? The same spirits that's inspiring our people and that's religious are the same spirits that's inspiring our people that's in the streets or that's leveling up in the spirit. Same thing. Look at this. Yet the faithless, having faith in the all person, shall ultimately possess the whole earth and make it a paradise of peace and love. Y'all, we gonna change this thing. We gonna change it. We gonna change it. All right, look at this. As the first is bound in the flesh, and as the second is bound by the Hadan spirit. So the world's people are bound in the flesh. All right. The second, the believer or our religious folk, are bound by the Hadan or Hayden spirits. I mean, the low spirits, the spirits of the first resurrection. Hadan is where hell is at, the lower heavens. So the first are bound to their flesh. The second, the believers or the religious folk, are bound to the low vibrating spirits of the first resurrection. So as the faith is bound to the Creator, which is emancipation. As the second can commune with the spirits of the first resurrection. Religious folk can, they be having a spiritual, situations going on. And they can commune with spirits of the first resurrection. Look at this. As the second can commune with the spirits of the first resurrection, so can the faithless commune with the Father. Woof! Through the second resurrection. This is marvelous, man. This is marvelous. Nevertheless, this shall happen. The second shall say, my angels are high, yours are low. Or they shall ask, how do you know your light is higher than ours? And the faith is us. Look how the faith is answered. Look at this. And the faithless shall answer them, saying, we know no high, no low. We give up all things. We sacrifice all things and give up all things in order to serve the Creator by doing good works to our fellows. See, those other systems will have you bragging. I don't know nothing about that. We just out here doing righteous work unto others. And by doing this, that service to the Creator. How about that? How about that? And Jehovah shall judge between them as to which is high or low, not by their words, but by their works. And the signs of good works and self-abnegation shall be like a witness before the world as to where the inspiration of each comes from. Yeah. You done denied yourself, so you're selfless, right? And you're out here doing good works unto others. That is going to be a witness before the world as to where the inspiration of each comes from. Wow. Because ain't nobody know who else is talking about self-denial and great works done unto others. Don't worry about yourself. Get out there and work for others. Man, how is that evil? And can you imagine if all of us was like this? Every last one of us in this earth set on doing righteous work unto others. Man, that'd be powerful. Let no man say that only seers, prophets, and those persons who work signs and miracles are under the influence of spirits. For even as much as these, so are other mortals under the dominion of spirits. There it is. See, so you got all that. Only the priest, only the preacher, only certain men, your camp leader and your pastor. No. Let no man say that only seers, prophets, and those persons who work signs and miracles are under the influence of spirits. For even as much as these, so are other mortals under the dominion of spirits. Yes, the infidel, the disbeliever, the philosopher, the lawyer, the judge, the preacher, the fanatic, and all others are more controlled by the spirits of the dead than by their own personal spirit. What are you talking about? And the more man's spirit is wrapped up in his own corporeality, wrapped up in his own physicality, the more he is subject to vampires and spirits of darkness. You ain't even balancing this thing, man. You ain't cultivating your spirit. I know we all got to get out there and feet to the streets and grind. I grind every day, almost. You dig? But understand this. If you are only wrapped up in your corporeality, the more you're going to be subject to blood-sucking spirits and spirits of darkness. You understand? You're going to spend more of your existence in the spirit realm than in the physical realm anyway. Why wouldn't you be cultivating and developing your spirit? Why not? Why not? Look at this word. Look at this word. This is a beautiful read. And it's showing and putting it all on the line like, look, Don't be out here being deceived. These niggas out here selling spirit today. And I hate feeling like that. I hate feeling like I've been sold something or I've been hustled. I hate that feeling. You know what I mean? I hate the feeling to feel like I just got played or something. Nah. And that's big today. Everybody into selling spirit. Selling spirit. Well, let's have our group manifestation. I guarantee in 3 months you'll have $100,000 in your bank account. Look at that. It's all about self-profit and all that. And we sit in a circle, seancing and doing some type of spiritual work for the sake of having $100,000 in a couple months. Right? Other than that, it's like, oh, okay, how about we go develop a skill that will make us that, and then we can use that to be a benefit to others. You see? Man, nah, man. Most of these people out here selling spirit, and they dealing with low-graded spirits who have been earthbound, some for 1,000 years. And just because you heard the name or saw a miracle, you getting all giddy in the knees, getting all weak in the knees and ready to bow and serve something. Because you seen some type of being come and step out this deal robed in all splendor. You getting your knees knocking like a naked newborn. Nervous. Nah, man, you need to know what's going on. You out here leveling up and you call yourself decalcifying your pineal gland and opening up your different channels and all that. Hey, that's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Right? But be aware of the spirit realm, though. If you came to St. Louis and you was like, yeah, I'm about to go down to, matter of fact, I'm about to go meet little mama. I'm like, okay, where she at? Oh, she stay down in JVL. You know what I'm gonna tell you? Boy, you better be, I wouldn't, matter of fact, have her meet you somewhere. You better be careful going over there. Right? So it's the same thing in the spirit realm. Like, be careful, man. Like, watch out, because them jack boys is outside. Watch out, because them cats that ain't ate in a week is outside with a hammer. And here you come skipping through the tulips, tiptoeing through the tulips, smelling all marvelous, driving all marvelous. Man, hey, look, you mess around and be fooled. So just like you will warn your people in the flesh about certain parts of a city that they are in, that they about to go visit. You know what I mean? It's the same thing in the spirit realm. Hey, look, don't be gullible. Don't be out here telling us you done got spiritual and you having dreams now and you look up and you out here the unwilling dupe or slave of a false god. You feel me? Watch that. Watch that. All right, look at this. Nor does the philosopher know whether his ideas come from the creator or from the spirits of the dead. Whoever has witnessed and knows in truth that he has seen the spirits of the dead, that knowledge is impregnable. You can't penetrate that. He done had his experience already. What you gonna tell him that's evil? What you gonna lick your fingers and pull out 1,000 precepts and try to prove to him he didn't have that experience? If he didn't have the experience and you have an opinion, he ain't in subjection to you. You got an opinion. That man had an experience. And whoever has entered the second resurrection, even though in mortality, that knowledge is impregnable. You can't penetrate that. All right? Look at this. Look at this right here. Oh, snap, stop. But whoever has found the all person, the creator, his knowledge is greater than all. And none below him can judge him. And that's what we're saying. We got the higher light on the block right now. Nobody with Bible, Quran, Medu Netur, the Vedic text, or any text out here, any spiritual system out here can judge us. Why? Whoever has found the all person, his knowledge is greater than all. And none below him can judge him. Flat out. Flat out. Look at this. Neither can any man attain to this knowledge till he has passed through the other two conditions. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Something else to deal with and understand. Okay? No man knows the creator unless he has proven the communion of spirits. No man knows the Creator unless he has proven the communion of spirits. You don't know the Creator if you ain't been in communication. You can't prove the communion of spirits. You don't know the Creator. That's crazy, boy. That's crazy. And for those who ain't never had no type of communication, I'm here to tell you that it's as easy as talking to me. As easy as you can hear the voice of your people. You dig? As easy as you can communicate and hear the voice of angels. You dig? We just remove the spookism out of it. They ain't nothing but men that once lived. So you ain't even got to be scared of them. You ain't tripping off no names or no miracles. Only trip off what's uttered. That's it. What's the message? What up, though? What's the message? Y'all give me some of that. Share some of that wisdom with me, my brothers and sisters. No man knows the Creator unless he has proven the communion of spirits. Neither can any man rise to the second resurrection till he has risen to faith in the all one Jehovah Yahweh. Look at this. Nor shall the Brahmin, the Mohammedan, Buddhist, or Christian join in the second resurrection on earth or in heaven. Why? For they do not have the doctrine of unity. They do not have the doctrine of unity. They are as a house divided against itself. Their colonies and communities shall fail in all cases. There should be only one doctrine. There should be only one doctrine. Y'all highlight that. Book of Judgment, chapter 2, verse 29. There should be only one doctrine, which is the Creator, the all-person, who is ever present, with good works done to others, with all of one's wisdom and strength. Y'all, that's what YHWH's is about. The whole book is about that. The whole entire book is about the one doctrine. The Creator, the all-person who is ever present, and good works done unto others with all your wisdom and strength. Can the Creator use you today? Can the Creator use you tomorrow? Can you be used and utilized by the Creator to do a great work? Can you be used and utilized by the Creator and his angel ambassadors, right, to shine light in this place of darkness? The only doctrine is to acknowledge that the Creator is ever present, and good works done unto others with all your wisdom and strength. That's it. You thinking this, I gotta pass, I gotta learn Chinese arithmetic. I gotta pass college calculus. No. That's all you need to understand. And from there, your spirit cultivates and grows, and that's the fastest way to get to the emancipated heavens. You know what I mean? That's the quickest way right there. There is only one doctrine. And that's why when my brothers and them was on Hilltop Show, and the brother was like, I'm sure it's different faiths that believe different. Bro, look, this is our only doctrine right here. This is our only doctrine. There shall be only one doctrine, which is the Creator, the all-person who is ever present, with good works done to others, with all of one's wisdom and strength. That's it. And that's why we all agree. It ain't nothing extra. That's why we all agree. Look at this. Verse 30. Verse 30 and 31. Look at this here. And this shall prevail with the young, whom as orphans and castaways you should gather up in infancy, founding them in the light of Jehovah, teaching them from the start to sing and pray to him in reverence, fear, and joy, so that he may be glorified in their purity and good works. So y'all, this really about the short leggers. These old, we debating grown men and women and all that, you know, and that's just because we competitors. We gonna get out there and, you know, you ain't gonna just like shoo us away like we flies or something like that. Yeah, but really, y'all, this is aimed at the children. This is all about the short leggers. Look at this. And they shall be of all nationalities. And they shall be of all nationalities. Nazarene, let's just say the same thing. The prophets and those chosen by the Creator are in every nation and tongue. And they shall be of all nationalities and races, growing up not knowing this is mine or that is mine or that is yours, but understanding that they own nothing and that all things are the creators. Ooh, wait, oh, wait, oh, wait. If you're getting some understanding, give your brother an 8 up in the chat. Bless up. Credit gang in the building. I had to come back and do this again, y'all. The one yesterday was, they banned it. They banned the actual video. You did ban that deal. All right, well, sure. I got some jack boys for you. Yeah, I bet. I'm seeing 8s up in the chat. Bless up. Glad y'all get some understanding, man. Ride with your brother Malachi Maccabee as we cruise the Ethereum firmaments. You dig, and become in awe, or just be awestruck dealing with the Creator's creation, man. All right, with me for a minute. I'll get you back to where you was at. My brother Darius, that's right, D. I already know. Already know. I'm gonna run through this one. This still ain't holding no charge, man. Hold on, y'all. This computer is not holding charge at all. What the hell is going on? That's crazy how that moves like that. It say it's charging, but the it don't look like it. I'm finna try to get through this. I think we should be cool. I still can be heard and everything. Yeah, ain't nothing cut out, so it still act like it ain't hold. Y'all hear me? Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Give me a 7 up in the chat if y'all can hear me. I was saying this deal, it says my computer charging, but the number is on, has me like, how is that possible? So if it does go out, I'm gonna come right back on. All right. Hopefully we can get through this. I don't know why that deal acting like that. That's crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and roll. And like I say, if I cut out, then I just come back on. All right. But now Watch Me's a beautiful read, y'all. That's it. Ain't nothing to be afraid of, man. Yeah, the problem is our people worship books. Don't worship a Watch Me either. You dig? Whatever you reading through, try a thing so you can know it. You know what I mean? Try it so you can know it, man. We're gonna start getting into that that book of knowledge too. I start reading that, or start reading it again the other day. Oh, wait. I'm froze. Everything I'm trying to do ain't working. Trying to get this joke up off this. Hold on. Okay, I'm good. Okay, cool. What I got up here? I gotta remove this though. Let me get this off here. I'm trying to get these whirlwinds up off there. See, my computer got a whole nother has a whole nother comment going across the screen. All right, we good. All right, let's go ahead and rock then. Let's go ahead and rock. Good. All right, we in the book of Judgment, chapter 3. I'm telling you, watch be cold, boy. And watch be cold. Man, it's a great read, man. I be sitting in it, and as you start, especially when you start getting into like the science part of it and all that, and the cosmogony and prophecy and the timetables of prophecy and the arc cycles and the timelines and the oh my bro, it's crazy. Like, man, look, I ain't seen nothing that can match it. Just to be honest with you, like it's on all levels. It's just on all levels to where you got to call a spade after a while and be like, man, that's crazy that that all that information is out here like that. It's crazy. It did, but it's provable. Like y'all realize the James Webb telescope that they just launched last year and the images that they got coming back from it is proving a WASP even more. Right? Like for instance, the James Webb telescope pointed itself toward a place in space where they believe was just a black void. There's nothing there. The naked eye don't catch it. The Hubble telescope didn't even catch it. They put that James Webb telescope toward that empty space. Boy, they damn near nigga fell out when them pictures came back. You know how many millions of galaxies is right there? And they all swirling. Vortex swirling. And then you read a waspy when the creator says, think not, oh man, that I made my heavens a barren waste. What you think is barren is full of roadways and cities and worlds. And they point the camera to a place what they thought was void of nothing. Didn't have nothing in it. And so many roadways and worlds and everything. It was littered. Look, it's so much they call it a cluster. It was littered with worlds and vortices and all that, you know what I mean? Man, Waspy's a good read, great read. You know what I mean? And it exposes the false gods, not just in the Bible, everywhere. Every spiritual text. Put you on game so you don't be an unwilling dupe or slave when you cross over. This deal is prepping you on how to deal with the spirit life now and when you cross over. You need that. You need to know what's going on. You cross over all oblivious, worming on your belly. Stop that, man. Look at this. The judgment upon the Brahmins, the Buddhists, the Christians, the Muslims, the Confucians, the Jews, meaning the Israelites, the Hebrews, the Jews, and all other peoples on earth. In the words of God. So this ain't just so people be like, man, they Bible bashing. No, y'all don't understand. The war against Jehovah. That's in the OSP too. Y'all need to read that, and you'll see what happened. And how the false gods rose up and concocted all this. You see what I'm saying? OSP exposes the false gods everywhere. And if you are down with the creator, you shouldn't have a problem with that. You talking about the creator of all. Like, who got a problem with that? You know what the problem is? You worship a book. You didn't turn the Bible into an idol. You didn't turn the Quran into an idol. Here we come like, hey, watch this. Look at the character flaw right there. The gods you claim, man, that's off. That ain't the creator. The creator's ever present, omnipotent. He's not impotent. He's omnipotent. All powerful, not weak. Look at this. Do not think, oh man, that I am insufficient to the times and seasons. Or say that God spoke in the dark days of the earth, but latterly he holds his tongue. Behold, I am your elder brother. Your God is your brother. The creator is your father. Behold, I am your elder brother. A false God wants your worship. A true God wants your brotherhood. Behold, I am your older brother. even as a captain of the earth and her heavens for a season. As I am, even so were my predecessors in the time of the ancients. So he like, look, the way I am now, those who were sitting as God over the earth before me, you know what I mean? It's the same way. So you only sit as God for a couple hundred years and you move out the way for the next one to come up and be God. You dig? And when you finally get off the creator's throne that you made, that you sit on, because the creator don't got no backside that he sit down on. You dig? But God, a son of the creator who was a one-time man, has a body. He sits on a throne, but that throne is the creator's throne. So when it's time for all the spirits to, when it's a harvest time and it's time for God to get up off his throne and make way for the next God, and all the spirits who are about to ascend into the higher heavens, you know, when that God moves out the way, then another God comes in. And then his job is to be responsible for all the souls in the heavens or in the earth and the heavens surrounding the earth. And then there comes another harvest a couple hundred years later, and billions of souls harvested. You know what I mean? Then here comes another God. And you see what I'm saying? So he's just letting it be known, I ain't the only God that been set as captain over the earth. It's been a gang of us. You know what I mean? And if each arc cycle was 3,000 years and we in the 25th arc cycle, and every 200 to 400 years, sometimes 500 years, a new God is installed, you do the math. There are 7 gods for every arc cycle. Close to it, 7, 8 gods for every arc cycle. Ooh, look at this. Verse 3, ambassadors of the Most High Jehovah, or ambassadors of the Most High Yahweh, whose power and wisdom are given to me, even in the same way as your earthly kingdoms are governed and disciplined, by which means order is able to contribute to the resurrection of all of his created beings. First, I charge you, whosoever says God, God calls in vain. Y'all hear this? Why love the Lord? He helped Daniel in the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. First, I charge you that whoever says God, God calls in vain. I have not come to establish, but to abolish all gods, lords, and saviors among mortals. What is past is past. But from this time forward, whoever hears my word and the decree of my commandment and continues to make an idol of any name except the Great Spirit blasphemes against his creator. But whoever cries out in fullness of heart saying God, God, meaning by that, the ever-present, the creator, is not a blasphemer before me. So you can say God. If you need to say God, you know what I mean, to, you know, clear up a few things, or God just to relate to somebody in a conversation. But when you saying God, you mean the ever-present creator. That ain't blasphemy. That's not blasphemy. Because in character, you're talking about the creator. You ain't talking about a man with a backside. Look at this. And whoever says or meaning the ever-present, the creator, is not a blasphemer before me. So we ain't gonna quibble over names. It's character. It's message. Look at this. And whoever calls any name, in any language that signifies the ever-present, the creator, is not a blasphemer before me. So you may say Yahweh, he may say Yahuwah. Okay, I may say Yahuwah, Ahia, Jehovah. As long as you are meaning, when you say that, the ever-present, all-knowing, all-powerful creator, who you would never see as a man, you only can see him through his creation. If that's what you mean, ain't no blasphemy. You all good. It don't matter if you're saying YHWH'S, Jehovah, the Great Spirit, Jah. You understand? But look at this. But whoever says Brahma, signifying a God in the figure and shape of a man, sitting on a throne in heaven, it's a blasphemer against Jehovah, the ever-present, the creator. Y'all heard that? So we got to get that out the streets, talking about the Almighty or the creator or God is sitting on a throne and Jesus at his right hand. Got to get that out the streets. That ain't what it is, right? You've been duped. That's a false God. You understand? The creator is not a man. The only reason the creator is identified as a he because of function. Because of function. It's just like with energy, electricity. You got your male and your female, your positive and your negative. Well, how do you determine which one is male and positive without a penis and a vagina? Because one gives and one receives. See how simple that is? Some of our people don't understand there can be a he and a she without it being a rod and a vagina. You dig? You in the plumbing. My brother YAH'WH'S in the plumbing, he know. You got your male and your female ends. But we dealing with PVC. we ain't dealing with no penis. We dealing with PVC. PVC pipe. Wow. Look at this. And whoever says Buddha, signifying a God in the figure and shape of a man sitting on a throne in heaven. It's a blasphemer against Jehovah, the ever-present creator, the creator. And whoever says Christ, signifying a God in the figure and shape of a man sitting on a throne in heaven, is a blasphemer against Yahweh, the creator, the all-person. There it is. And whoever calls on the name of any other man or angel, worshiping such as a God, is an idolater, an idolater in my sight. Good night, boy. Dang. Yafa say this is way better than the Torah. Hey, Yafa, you heard me? I already know, sis. Boy, spirit be on fleek, boy. Like, dang. Everything's clearing up. Now, see that? Everything is starting to clear up. Clarity. Everything is starting to clear on up, player. All right, everything is starting to clear on up, player. All right, let me see if I can pull up old boy them on them thrones real quick. You know what I mean? Show you the false deities. The deities. The gods. All right, let me pull this up, see if I can pull it up, if it's going to let me. I ain't trying to do too much. Yeah, they worship Jesus. Absolutely. All right, there your boy Ball. I got the Judge Mahal of my in there too. Yeah, I got both. I'm gonna pull both these suckers up. All right, y'all bear with me for a second. Open that up, player. So we can go ahead and get some type of context behind it. That way you can look at what's really going on here. All right. Come open, please. There's some low for me. Open. There we go. Bang, bang, bang. All right, I'm gonna let that pull up. Send that one back down. All right. Let's see. We got it. There it is right there. All right. Now, let me show this for y'all real quick. Let me come right back there. Right back to where we at. About that throne and all that. And it makes sense to create as ever present. In locality. He's somewhere up north sitting on a box. Like, nah, player. I ain't gonna do that. Here, let me stop this real quick. And then I'm about to pull this up for y'all. Check this out. Some of y'all have seen this already. But check this one out. I thought I stopped sharing. Okay, I'm gonna say I thought the screen was done sharing. That's crazy. All right. Watch this. What's this right here? Share screen. All right, entire screen. All right, now watch this. Pull this up for y'all. All right. Look at this right here. You never believe who that is. Who is that right there, y'all? Who is that? That's your boy L. That's L right there. You dig? But L is also bald. When what is he sitting on? Sitting on a throne. Good night, boy. Good night, boy. You see that? That's your boy L right there. L, which is singular, the singular form of Elohim. That's L or Baal right there. Sitting on the throne. Now, L or Baal, you dig, used to be on the same team. When you read OWASP, you figure that out. You read the book, the Wars Against Jehovah, Wars Against the Creator. Guess what you'll figure out? That your boy Baal or El and Osiris, the false, used to be on the same team, boy. Look at the headpiece. Look at the box or the throne he's sitting on. This nigga got leggings on. Niggas worse than the Egyptian guy. This nigga got leggings on. And he's green. And he's green. This nigga got on tights. Oh, man. Not the God body in tights. Oh, no. But sitting on a throne. So you see why that's blasphemy before the Creator. You're worshiping a false God. Sitting on a throne, and this nigga got on leggings. That boy got on what the women put on when they do yoga. Oh no. I know y'all not worshiping this nigga here, man. Oh my God, not Osiris. Not him, Osiris the false. This nigga got on spandex, man. He got on spandex. He got an elongated skull. Sitting on that box, sitting on that throne. Right? And this is supposed to be for you to get into his kingdom. This is the judgment hall of Ma'at. You know the breakdown. Right? You see Anubis. See Anubis over here. This cat right here to the far left just died. He crossed over. Okay, you got Anubis, the dog-headed jackal right here, guiding him by the hand. Okay, and then they set in the scales, and then you got Tahuti over here. This is Tahuti, the nigga with the eagle head. You got Tahuti over here recording the weight of the person who just died, recording the weight of his heart. And if his heart is lighter than a feather, he is over here now, and he can go before Osiris, who's sitting on the throne, his God, and go into the fields of reed. It's the judgment hall of Ma'at. You dig? Anubis grabs you. You get brought before the scales of Tahuti. They measure what they do. Tahuti measures your heart. If your heart is lighter than a feather, you get to come before Osiris, the God in spandex, the God in his yoga uniform, the God in leggings, and you get entrance into his heaven called the field of reeds. If your heart is not lighter than a feather, if Tahuti records your heart is not lighter than a feather, you get ate up by this nigga right here and get put in hell. The dog. You see that? That's the judgment hall of Ma'at. Right? And Osiris or Asar, you dig, is a god that's green, that got on white leggings and the elongated skull, sitting on a throne. Sitting on a throne. Just like Baal or El, who was on his team too. Look at him. Same type of headpiece. Right? And this is the god, the so-called god of Canaan. One of the gods of Canaan, Baal, whose name is El as well. And what is he doing? Sitting on a throne. See that? We ain't making none of this up. And this nigga got a dress on. So Osiris had the leggings on. Nigga, this nigga Ball got a dress on down to his ankles. Good night. Good night. All right, let's get back to OSP, man. So I want to show that because we reading about if you running around here talking about your creator is sitting on a throne somewhere, and I just showed you Osiris and Baal sitting on thrones, and it says of a surety that's a false god, it's a false deity. You know what I mean? All right, let me put it on this real quick. All right, we just showed that, didn't we? We just showed them sitting on a throne. Let's get back to what we was reading. All right, look at this right here. Start at 14. Get on down. Watch this. Watch this. And whoever says Buddha, signifying a god in the figure and shape of a man sitting on a throne in heaven, it's a blasphemer against Jehovah, the ever-present creator. Y'all, that's what we just pulled up. There go El or Baal, right? And there go your boy, Osiris. And they're sitting on thrones. You see how we make this make sense for you? And whoever says Buddha, signifying a god in the figure and shape of a man sitting on the throne in heaven is a blasphemer. That's blasphemy against the creator. And whoever says Christ, signifying a god in the shape and figure of a man, like Osiris or Baal, sitting on a throne in heaven is a blasphemer against Jehovah, the creator, the all person. See that? And whoever calls on the name of any other man or angel worshiping such as a god is an idolater or an idolater in my sight. Nor do I judge them less idolatrous than if they worship stone idols or graven images. And whoever says deity, and divinity, and divine law and natural law are adjudged to be in darkness. Y'all hear this? Because that's all you heard today. Divinity, deity, divine law, brother. Natural law. Man, you're judged by the creator to be in darkness. For I proclaim my heavens open and the way of understanding clear. Jehovah is ever present and does by virtue of his presence and not by any law. The creator so cold, he's saying, look, it pop off because I'm there. The sun rises because I'm there. The moon does its thing because I'm there. The birds fly south for the winter because I'm there. You know, law. It's by the virtue of the creator's presence, creation is popping around here. He's ever present. Not by any law. Look at this. Yeah, that nigga Uncle Ball. Not Uncle Ball. Oh, no, not Uncle Ball. Boy, you had me hollering talking about that a couple weeks ago. Boy, I was in stitches. Would you say, Yafa? That's everyone. It is. It really is. It really is. Hey, look at this right here. It says right here. And whoever says that which will lead men to believe he is not present or that he has gone away, leaving certain laws after him in his stead, the same as the judge of blasphemy against Jehovah. Yeah, the creator never left. He's ever present. He's all in all. He always was, is, and never shall be. What you mean? He left or he had to sleep and rest. Nah, you ain't talking about the creator. A judge is a blasphemer against Jehovah. And whoever says, call on this Savior or call on that Savior, and your sins shall be forgiven you. And in the hour of your death, because you have so called on him, you shall ascend into a heavenly paradise. The same as a falsifier of my kingdoms and a blasphemer against the creator. Y'all hear this? Y'all hear any of this? Look at this. And whoever says, come before the church, and whoever says, come before the church and priests and make prayers and confessions, and you shall be absolved and forgiven your sins. The same are liars, falsifiers of my kingdoms and blasphemers against Yahweh, the Creator. So the Roman Catholics, the Catholics. Now, we ain't no Catholics. Look at this right here. Nor have I provided resurrection in this world or in my heavens above, except by good works done to others. And this is serving the Creator, the all person. And not because of any worship or confessions done before any other idols on earth or in heaven. Y'all heard that? Ain't no other way to resurrect but by righteous works done unto others. Get to work. Get to work. It ain't through prayers and confessions, hollering at the Pope, hollering at Jeebus. It ain't through none of that. Hollering at Buddha, Brahma, ain't through none of that. It's your righteous work you do unto others, and in doing that, you're serving the Creator. Nor is there any redemption in heaven to the Brahmins, the Buddhists, the Christians, or the Muslims because of their prayers and confessions. The Creator ain't hearing none of that. That don't mean nothing. Get to work. But wherever good works have resulted in affiliation, right? Brotherhood, right? And in lifting the people up out of misery and crime, the same as the judge's worship of the great spirit Jehovah. So y'all, we develop a system that can eliminate crime, poverty, you understand, lifting our people up, developing themselves so they can be better toward humanity. That's worship of the Creator because of the righteous work you're doing for others. See, that's what we're supposed to be doing, getting together and coming up with these systems, you understand, that can raise our people and all people out of darkness. We are going to change the world. Faith, this is going to change the world. You understand? But you got to get to work. All right. Wherever the Brahmins have let a people fall from knowledge into ignorance, or from virtue into vice, my judgment is against them. Wherever the Buddhists have let a people fall from knowledge into ignorance, or from virtue into vice, my judgment is against them. You turn people into savages, animals. That's why, look, a thug is an American invention. You done turned us into animals, savages. Look at this. Wherever the Buddhists have let a people fall from knowledge into ignorance, or from virtue into vice, my judgment is against them. Wherever the Kayuans or the Confucians have let a people fall from knowledge into ignorance, or from virtue into vice, my judgment is against them. Bro, it's everywhere. These are the spiritual systems in the nations everywhere. Look at this. Wherever the Christians, like America, like Rome, wherever the Christians have let a people fall from knowledge into ignorance, or from virtue into vice, my judgment is against them. So we already know what time it is then, huh? The Creator's judgment is against the Christians. All right, and this is a quote-unquote Christian Judaic nation. Well, judgment is against it then. Because you definitely have had, if nobody else on this list has, the Christians have. They have let a people, our people, fall from knowledge into ignorance, and from virtue into vice. My judgment is against them. Wherever the Mohammedans have let a people fall from knowledge into ignorance, or from virtue into vice, my judgment is against them. Where beggary, vagrancy, and all manner of darkness have increased in any of the cities or countries of any of these idolaters, my judgment is against them. Wow. They should not excuse themselves nor escape my judgment by saying, oh, the true Brahmin, or the true Buddhist, or the true Christian, or the true Mohammedan is not fallen. These who fell were those who did not embrace our doctrine in fullness of heart, because my judgment is also against impotency, weakness. They have tried their respective religions for hundreds of years. Look at this. Look at this. And they have not raised up one city of righteous people. What you mean, which one is better for our people? You niggas act like y'all done raised up a whole continent full of righteous people. You ain't even raised up one city, one neighborhood of righteous people, one block of righteous people dealing with your philosophy and your spiritual system. Not one. Not one. And they have not raised up one city of righteous people. And for that reason, I have come to put these doctrines away. Yeah, you gotta get that out the streets. They gotta go. Yeah, it's the book of Mag. Yeah, y'all help Imagine Tulips out. Like looking for the plug them with the link so they can go ahead and follow along. Look at this right there. And for that reason, I have come to put these doctrines away and give them that which shall prove itself potent or strong in all the world. That which I proclaim shall be proclaimed by the angels of the second resurrection to all nations and peoples. My light is not to one people only. Y'all heard that, Israel? You got to get the tribal superiority out of your mind. You got to get that out the streets. That don't fly no more. The content of your character. Matter of fact, MLK said that. And that makes sense now. You're supposed to judge somebody based off the content of their character. Not the color of their skin or the clothes they got on the content of their character. Are they solid or not? My light is not to one people only, except to the righteous, who serve the Creator by doing good to all men. In my sight, the nations of the divisions of the earth are as one people only. Brothers and sisters, bag drop, boy. That probably made everybody spill their coffee. Especially if you still caught up in the tribal warfare and the superiority and race theory and all this madness out here. That probably just made you spill your coffee, boy. Creators say all the men and women of all the nations and divisions of the earth are as one people only. They're brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. And if that's hard for you to admit, then you may still be bound to a false god. I know it's doctrines out there like, you know what I mean, certain nations are really animals. Like they're really animals. They ain't us and all that. But all right, well, if that's the case, then why can you still make children with them? You must be made of the same thing. Because you can't go out there and get no polar bear twat and produce a child. You can't go out there and lay with no dog or no horse and produce a child. But you can lay down with somebody of another nation and produce a living, breathing son or daughter of the Creator. You can. You can. So all that, you know, we ain't really like they got so-and-so junk, 98% Neanderthal DNA and whatever you Millie Mouth Negroes is talking. Fact, what I can see objectively, if that brother go lay with that Filipino, they are going to have a son or a daughter of the Creator. That can sustain itself, that can live, that can speak, that can talk, that can go on to provide for itself. All that. You're the same thing then. If you wasn't, you wouldn't be able to produce offspring with them. I know you spilled your coffee. Y'all say something wrong? So if that's the case, then why are you mad at what we read and what it say? Hey, look, all the men and women of all the nations above them, sons and daughters of the Creator, or brothers and sisters. That's the truth. That's the truth. I know you like to think otherwise. You feel me? And I understand why. But it's the truth. It's the truth. You feel me? You're made of the same thing. You think because you got a deeper concentration of melanin or carbon, that make you more of a deity, or not a deity, more of a god than the next person, or more of a son or a daughter of the Creator than the next person because you got more concentrated forms of melanin. I mean, you with something they carbon based too. They might not just have as much carbon as you, but they carbon based. You know what I mean? Those of other nations, whether they be who you call Europeans or Arabs or Chinese or whoever, East Indians. The East Indians got darker skin than most of us. So it ain't that. You understand? It ain't that. All the old prejudices and race, all that shit getting broken down. You got to get that out the streets. You can't teach that no more. Because if they are not real, if those of other nations are animals and are not real, then why you can produce with them? Why? You can reproduce with them. You can't do it with a dog. You can't do it with a car. You can't do it with a snake. You can't do it with a horse. But you can with other nations. And to be honest, y'all, all of us mixed up. You can buy that pure bloodline madness if you want. Look, if every last one of y'all took a DNA test right now, it'll prove that we all mixed up. Because you ain't gonna come back 100% of nothing. You have a little bit of everything in you. Why? Because we're all mixed up. All of us are. All of us are. When I be hearing conversations about how nappy somebody hair is, or how stringy somebody hair is, oh, that's low-hanging fruit. Like, it's like, all right, what does that mean? Don't even mean nothing. In my sight, the nations of the divisions of the earth are as one people only, brothers and sisters. I take from all of them. Their idols, their gods, but I give them a greater, even the creator. Bars, boy. Bars. I take all that away, but I give you your creator. Bars. The bars. Bars. Look at this. I say to them, I permitted my children to have idols, but now that you are men, put away your idols and accept the creator, who is the creator of all. Nor shall any man say anymore, I worship the Brahmin principle, or the Buddhist principle, or the Kayuan principle, or the Christian principle, or the Mohammedan principle, for all of these have proved themselves to result in war and destruction. I heard talking about you worship concepts and principles. I be hearing that too. Principles and concepts of the look. All this done resulted in destruction and warfare. And not one righteous city has been raised up since all this been in the earth. Not one. Look at this. And none of them have faith in the creator, but faith in their armies of soldiers and in their weapons of death. Yeah, America. Yeah. Look at this. But I give to all people one principle only, which is to serve Jehovah, serve the creator. This is broad enough for the redemption and resurrection of all men, and I will have none other. Yeah, you got to get these little G's out the streets. They little gods. Got to get them out the streets. And that madness. Get that out the streets. I will have none other. Your creator is sufficient. Look at this right here. We've been duped by the false deities and gods. I keep trying to tell y'all. Seek, O man. Seek, O man, to believe in the all person who is ever present, whose eye is upon you, whose ear hears you. For he is the all one, who is the password to the highest of heaven. You heard this? The creator is here right now. You mean when the creator coming back? Well, that's how I know you ain't read nothing. Creator never left. Man, this is crazy. 44. And you may call on your idol at the gates of my heavens, but the gates shall not be open to you. For I will have no quarrel in my exalted kingdoms in heaven as to gods and lords and saviors. There ain't none of that getting in. You got to drop that before you even get up into the higher resurrection. You can't come up in here with that. For I will have no quarrel in my exalted kingdoms in heaven as to gods and lords and saviors. Flat out. Over here arguing over moo ham sandwich and jeebas. Over here arguing. Moo ham, moo vomit and jeebas. Nah. You can't even come in here with that. Rapping about moo ham sandwich and jeebas. No. You on the wrong block with that. Till you are washed clean to them. Coming in spotless white, a servant of the Most High. You cannot withstand the light of my kingdoms in heaven. You gotta let the makeshift deities go. You gotta let them go. Other than that, you wouldn't even be able to take the light that's coming. You've been hoodwinked, family. You've been hoodwinked. Look at this. But you shall return in spirit to the earth, and abide in the church and temple of your chosen God. Hey, creator, like, you ain't coming up in here with that. Nah, go on back to the earth. And since you Catholic, go over there to Rome. Go to the Vatican. You a Mussolini, you a Muslim. You deal with Muhammad sandwich, and go on over there to Mecca. But you shall return in spirit to the earth and abide in the church and temple of your chosen God, wandering about, worming on your belly, wandering about in stubbornness of heart, a prey to drudges, vampires, and other angels of darkness. Boy, you a soft target. You a soft target. Look at this. Have faith, though, man, in him who created you alive. You hear this? Have faith, though, man, in him who created you alive. About him, there can be no mistake. Glorify him by righteous works, having faith that even as he brought you into life, so will he provide for you according to your deserts. Huh? If you're getting understanding so far, give me a 7 up in the chat. Bless up, bless up. We in the book of judgment. I speed, sky, earth, spirit. Chapter 4. We're going to end it with this one. And then we're going to come on and do part 2 of this class. Y'all see the title, The Book of Judgment, Your Spiritual Grade and Rate, part 1. Right on for taking a ride with your brother Malachi Maccabee. Y'all know it ain't nothing but love around here. You dig? You dig? Ain't nothing but love, man. Love and light. You can't come up in the kingdom. You ain't even coming to Jaja's kingdom talking about Jeebas and Moo Vomit. Jeebas and Moo Ham Sandwich. No. Nah. Nigga, you got to go back to the earth and go be a wandering spirit worming on your belly and dwell up in one of them temples of your chosen God. You can't come up in here with that. You did? Y'all see how clear OWASP is? Clear, man. It's a beautiful read. And I know it's resonating with a lot of y'all spirit. You over here smiling. Some of y'all may be crying like, wow. I ain't gonna lie to you. I cried a few times reading OWASP. Like, dang, that's tight. You know what I mean? It was tears of joy. You know what I mean? Thankful. Like, dang, I was a slave to a false God. Didn't even know it. Didn't even know it. You know what I mean? I ain't even know it. So some of y'all may be laughing, rejoicing. Some of y'all may even be crying, but those are tears of joy. You're liberated. You know what I mean? You ain't up under the thread of your chestnuts roasting forever. All right? The pressure is getting up off your shoulders. The pressure is getting up off your mind and your brain. Like, oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, these false deities and gods been playing with us like a fiddle this whole time. Meantime, the Creator been speaking to you in the common sense that he been giving you. His voice, common sense, is becoming more and more common these days. You like, oh, I knew that. That's right. That makes sense. Right? And that's why OWASP is making sense to a lot of folks, because it already was in you. The Creator's word was already in you. So now you read something that's just confirming what you already knew. You see that? Chapter 4, and we're going to get up out of here, y'all. Chapter 4. Y'all look up OWASP. Matter of fact, type it in the chat real quick. OWASP Standard Edition. www. There we go, right there. And look, they got study topics on there and everything. And if you want to order, I would order OWASP off that website, because they got the 7th era edition. They got that deal 1,500 pages. So you can order the physical copy of OWASP off there or Amazon. And they got study topics, and you can read it. You know what I mean? They actually got study topics where they go into creation and all that. Them deals hard, if you ask me, like hard them up. You know what I mean? So, y'all, I salute you. I salute you in your journey, Magenta Tulips. Love and light. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful read. It's a marvelous journey. It's a marvelous journey, real talk. You know what I mean? Moon good. What you say? Look at my sister, Tammy. Tammy G. Is that how you say your name? Tammy G. Tammy G Cruz. Shout out to the gang. Tammy G Cruz. All right, much love. All praises be to Creator. That's right, Angelic. Look at Angelic in the building. I can feel it. All right, chapter 4, judgment. The numbers of the judgment in the words of God. All right. We're gonna read this and we're gonna close on out. All right. Much love and respect over this way, though, y'all. Believe that we on the right path. We dealing with a higher light. They let them mumble mouth Negroes argue over low-hanging fruit and curse each other and get mad. And we come through with the shining light of the Creator, unhinged. And we ain't dumbing down for nobody. You know what I mean? Like, we here to deliver you. That's what we here to do. Deliver you up out of the hells out of the recesses and hells of your mind. Deliver you. All right. The numbers of the judgment in the words of God. All right. Look at this right here. And then we'll come back to the next one and get on chapter 5. Powerful. It's going down. Y'all good out there to your boat? Yeah, I can hear you. They can hear you. Tia Boo around her laying down the law on these short legs. I'll be done in a minute. Give me a second. Now look at this right here. Hey, yeah, Yafa. Take me to seek out the truth and show me what I desire. Yafa, you gonna love or watch me when you start reading. Look, you a reader. You a researcher, Yafa. You be on your stuff. So I already know once you tap in, it's about to be a problem. Because that's what Yafa. Yafa is a researcher. You know what I mean? She go real hard, and then look, a lot of cats was mad at her. You know what I mean? Because she was vouching like yeah, we ain't supposed to be chewing on animals or none of that. And yeah, like it's false gods out here and deities, and you know, Yafa heavy into the Essene and Nazarene teachings and all that. You know what I mean? So I salute you, Yafa. You already know. But look, I know you. When you really start digging, you're gonna be like, good night. And you think about this, Yafa, you think them brews mad at you now? Because they be mad at sis. They be straight mad at her. You think they mad at you now, Yafa? Good night. And then you know some cats be mad because you know, man, she's a European, if you want to call it that. You did, but your sister got an excellent spirit, and she just be trying to find the truth. Like, look, what's up? You know, so some people try to play the little race card with her here and there. She don't even fall for it. She's like, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get this truth. So Yafa, you know you ain't nothing but look, Yafa, you know you home over here. We don't care nothing about what nobody else talking about. You home over here. You dig? And you got brothers and sisters that are straight get it done. Like got your back, like a take it there. So that's all I'm saying, sis. You know, it ain't never been nothing but love since me and you started talking years ago. You know what I mean? So you gonna love, you gonna love to read. Watch. I can only imagine when you be reaching out to me your messenger like, I didn't know. Like yeah. You know what I mean? So y'all welcome Yafa. Yafa's a good sister. You know what I mean? Like she's straight, like she's a researcher, but she has a deep yearning to connect with her Creator. Deep. And I've watched people turn against her over the years because she'll come and question something on you. You know what I mean? She'll straight question, like, hold on, that don't even make sense. You did. You know what I mean? So it's all good. It's all love over here, sis. Believe that, know that. That's right. That's bang, bang. Hey, y'all, I'm telling you, sis be banging by herself. And then she hit me up like, man, what is wrong with these brews? I'll be like, you must have started a fight again. She be right here starting fights. Much love, y'all. You know, ain't nothing but love, man. Ain't nothing but love, y'all. All right, the number of the judgment in the words of God, chapter 4, book of judgment. Last chapter before we land. All right. Look at this. Hear the words of your God, oh man. I am your elder brother, the captain of heaven and earth. Y'all see this? Every time we've been reading this, God keeps announcing himself as our brother. God is not the creator. God is your brother. Hear the words of your God, oh man. I am your elder brother, the captain of heaven and earth. Wow. And for that reason, I declare to you in this day that the same as I reveal here shall be testified to by millions of angels to mortals before one generation passes away. You see that? Of Brahmin angels in the lowest of heavens, meaning y'all bound to the earth. Of Brahmin angels in the lowest of heavens as wanderers on the earth, y'all. There are this day more than 4 billion. And here you go talking about you getting spiritual. And you done tapped in, you done talked to your spirit guide. Do you know it's over 4 billion wandering spirits that worship Brahma, that once was living in the flesh, you understand, that are bound to this earth. Billions of unclean wandering spirits that worship the false god Brahma to this day. Still in the earth, bound. Of Buddhist angels in the lowest of heavens as wanderers on the earth, there are this day more than 7 billion. And y'all, these are not high-raised angels. These are angels who were once living, who are devoted worshipers of the Buddha or the Brahma that crossed over. And guess what, y'all? They ain't raised up past their nostrils. They ain't raised up past their earlobes. Bound to the earth. Look at this right here. Of Kayun, or those who follow Confucius. Angels in the lowest heavens as wanderers on the earth. There are this day more than 3 billion. Of Christian angels. Here we go. Of Christian angels in the lowest heavens as wanderers on the earth. There are this day more than 3 billion. Do y'all hear this? Y'all, these are spirits of the dead who are still below the grades or very low in grade, who are devoted worshipers of these gods in their life, died, crossed over, and they still bound. They ain't even in the second resurrection, let alone and made it to the highest heavens, the ethereal, the emancipated heavens. And that's the last verse we're gonna read today. We're gonna read a description of ethereal, the highest heavens or the higher heavens, the emancipated heavens. All right. All these gods got devotees who have crossed over in spirit and are still bound to the earth. I'm so spiritual. I feel the Holy Spirit. I talk to my spirit guide. I'm into the Orishas and the hoodoo and the voodoo. And I was speaking to the ancestors and you don't even know how many billion angels or billion spirits that are devoted to these false gods who still wander the earth, who are still in the temples and churches. The God they worship ain't even raised them up. Of Mohammedan, you Muslims. Angels in the lowest heavens as wanderers on the earth, there are this day more than 2 billion. Of Jewish or Hebrew angels in the lowest heavens as wanderers on the earth, there are this day more than 30 million. Y'all see how many spirits of the dead that are devoted to the false gods and deities, and you see where they went? They ain't even profit. They have not profited at all in being a devoted worshiper of the false gods and deities. Now, y'all, to get down with the Creator is freedom, emancipation. You even be worming on your belly, screaming holy, holy all day, stuck in a box, wandering the earth, ain't raised up past your hairline. You heard me? Tia Boo cracking jokes, y'all. And of other angels, idolatrous and otherwise, even on the earth, more than 12 billion. Do y'all understand this? Do y'all realize how many billions of dead spirits there are wandering the earth who were one time devoted worshipers of the false gods. And you wonder why Creative Gang is here to deliver you. You wonder why we're here to shine this light and punch your God in the mouth. Huh? Look at this. And of all these angels, not one, out of all these billions of angels, listen, family, not one is above grade 5. They still in grade school. That boy, not one of them angels is above the 5th grade. Not one. And a grade 5, y'all, means you spent 95% of your time being selfish and only 5% of the time doing something for others. You got a grade 5. Out of all these billions of angels who were devoted to the false gods when they were in the earth and when they crossed over, you mean to tell me not one of them out of billions? Y'all, we talking upwards of 50 billion angels devoted to the false gods. Not one of them is above a grade 5. Wow. What does that say about the God? Later for the devotee, what does that say about the God? Not one of them is above grade 5. They all sippy cup brews. That's crazy. Man, that's crazy. When I read it, I was like, wow, bro, that's nuts. That's nuts. So everybody around here claiming they got a spirit guide and they getting spiritual and they came and talked to me and I, you hear all the braggadocious and I'm part of the light and all that, and then we get to ask some questions and we like, well, look, you do know there's 50 billion to 100 billion spirits or angels who are worshipers of the false gods who ain't above a grade 5. And you were talking to who? You talking to who? Because you ain't talking about the angel ambassadors of the Creator, because they come with a straight up message to assist you in resurrection as you assist others. What message you get? And of all these angels, not one is above grade 5 in the first resurrection of the inorganic heavens. But of those who are below grade 1, so now we dealing with pre-K. We dealing with kindergarten spirits. So you got those who ain't even above grade 5, and then you got those below the grades. Huh? Goo goo gaga spirits. But of those who are below grade 1, there are more than 6 billion. Y'all, it's only 8 billion people alive. You mean to tell me it's damn near the same amount of spirits who are below the grades? But you so spiritual, though. You so tapped in, though. No, not really, not if you ain't came. Look, we gonna listen to what you saying. And if what you saying don't line up, you dealing with low vibrating, low graded, sippy cup, grade school spirits. And if you in the 5th grade, you still got a name badge on your chest, a sticky note. You in the 5th grade, you still got a name badge on your chest. You still gotta raise your hand and go to the bathroom. You still need a hall pass. You need a hall pass. You ain't even in grade 5. But of those who are below grade 1, there are more than 6 billion who comprises those angels who know nothing more than babes. Though for the most part, they were full-grown adults as the earth life. Some are fetal, some engrafters who dwell with one mortal during his lifetime and then engraft themselves on another mortal during his lifetime, and so on, calling themselves what? Reincarnated. Watch me destroying reincarnation. That's a spirit or a fetal that latches on to a mortal during his lifetime, and then that one dying and latches on to another, and you convince the mortal that you've been here before. You reincarnated. Really, you just a spirit of a dead person who never matured in the flesh. You dig? And so now you latch onto a host as an engrafter, and you got the host believing that they've been here before. Philosophy destroys reincarnation. Look at this. And in fact, knowing no other heavens, being disbelievers in the all person and in my exalted kingdoms. Those who are below grade 1, I have classified this day as drudges or demons, drudges, because they have not left the earth and entered the first resurrection. They inhabit mostly the oldest cities, Jerusalem, Jericho. They inhabit mostly the oldest cities and places of filth and indecency. Nevertheless, they also inhabit the palaces of kings, queens, emperors, popes, priests, and rich people. So these below the grade spirits, who they call drudges, still on this earth, all right, they inhabit the old cities and place of filth, and also the kings and queens' palaces. Hell, even the Vatican. The Pope is only in the Vatican. Even the Vatican is overran by drudges. And y'all remember, it's over 6 billion of them in this earth. Emperors, popes, priests, and rich people. Wow. Of grade 1, there are hundreds of millions of angels strolling about on the earth, crying out, I want to go to Brahma. I want to go to Buddha. I want to go to Jeebus. I want to go to Christ. Y'all realize this? And this is just the first grade. These are spirits with grade 1, meaning 99% of the time they are what? Working for self. And only 1% of the time they decide to work for someone else. So they got a 1. They're graded 1. Now, if it was opposite, if 99% of the time the spirit worked for others, right, and only concentrated on 1% for self, he would have a 99 grade. All right, that'll be a high raised angel right there. All right. And I send my host of high raised angels to them saying, come to the kingdoms of the Creator and be clothed and fed. Come this way. And learn to clothe and feed others. For this is the way of resurrection. So Creator sent his angels, like, look, later for them false gods and deities, come this way. I'm gonna clothe you and feed you, and then I'm gonna show you how to clothe and feed others. Huh? Why? Because that's the way to resurrection. The righteous service done unto others. Look at this. But they will not believe and turn away in stubbornness of heart, even as you of the earth do, saying, no, I will rise only by prayers and confessions. I want to be changed in an instant, in the twinkling of an eye. That's 1 Corinthians. And rise and sit at the right hand of God. And there are hundreds of millions who, being dead, do not know anything, but through belief in a judgment day, went to sleep and are waiting for the trumpet of Gabriel to call them forth. Wow. Wow. And I send my exalted ones to them to awaken them and to call them up. But they are drunk with their faith. And they relapse again and again for years and years, for hundreds of years, fulfilling Jehovah's mandate that whoever is bound on earth shall be bound in heaven. Wow. And even as one drunken man on earth entices another to drunkenness, so there are hundreds of millions of idolatrous angels who return to mortals and persuade them to their same doctrines and debaucheries. Hear the words of your God, O man, and be wise in your judgment. He who created you alive gave you of his own being. Be steadfast to him. Be faithful to him. And you shall not err, but eliminate yourself from the chance of error. He alone is unmistakably your sure foundation, in whom you shall not be tripped up. See, you can't lose with Creator. Can't lose. That's what we're here to give you, Creator. Destroy them idols and them gods and those men of worship. You dig? And we give you one greater, your Creator. Look at this. Gonna stop you from being tripped up out here. That's crazy. That's in Hawaii. We talk like that today. Out here getting tripped up. Look at this, verse 23. Remember, I said this is for everyone, but especially for the slave. Right? You can relate. This is for everyone, but especially for the slave. Those who are touting that they are descendants of slaves. This for you. What do we read in the beginning? I come not only to free the physical man, but the spiritual man. But with this freedom comes what? Responsibility. So that sooner or later, the fidelity to your creator and your fellow man shall be the most sacred study of your life. You know what I mean? Yeah, get the standard, get the 7th era edition, bro. All right. Holla at Cal. Cosmo and Cal know all about that. Y'all holla at Cosmo and Cal. It was just like, boy, where my sweet savor at? Oh, man. We all know good and well that flesh, blood, and fat do not smell good. Cosmo and Kyle, answer bro question for him. 83 BC. Your creator is sufficient for you in your resurrection. Your creator is sufficient for you and your resurrection. And for this reason, in your soul, you should abjure all gods, lords, and saviors. Deny all gods, lords, and saviors. Your creator is sufficient for your soul. Look at this. Neither shall you try to exalt his name by adding to it any name. We do that like Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shabbarakatah. Neither shall you try to exalt his name, the creator, by adding to it any name. Yahweh Shah, Yahshua, right? In the shape and figure of man, nor by any one of a woman born. Seek to attain to his voice in all things and to obey him for righteousness' sake. Do not be stubborn in your conceit. In your singleness of purpose, you shall be ministered to by the spirits of the first resurrection. But as you unite yourself, y'all hear this gang? Create a gang. Listen to me. Listen to this. But as you unite yourself in a brotherhood on earth, in the name of Jehovah, so shall you be ministered to by the light of my second resurrection. Y'all, we on the right path. We on the right path because that's what we're doing. We're coming together in a brotherhood, create a gang, baby. And the more we do that, the more we should be ministered to by the light of my second resurrection. But it has been proved, and it shall be proven again, that all brotherhoods on earth founded on any other idols in heaven shall not stand. Because there is no resurrection. There is no second resurrection to minister to them. Yeah, the false gods and them don't get the second resurrection. Nah. So anybody making a brotherhood on earth in honor of the false deities of gods, it won't stand because there is no second resurrection to serve them, to serve to them. And all societies, constitutions, and bylaws founded by men not capable of the second resurrection shall fail. But whoever establishes in the second resurrection, this is the second resurrection. Y'all listen. It is. But whoever establishes in the second resurrection, which is the abnegation of self to serve the creator, shall not fail. The abnegation of the denial of self to serve the creator shall not fail. See, we got the blueprint. Y'all see that? We got the blueprint. You know, the majority of people are oblivious to the system in order or the proceeds of what's to come. They're oblivious to it. They don't even know. All right, I'm going to jump down to chapter 20. In judgment, this is something that I read and rehearse to myself every day. I think it'll be, beneficial to the fam. All right, just sharing a little something with y'all. We're going to jump down to chapter 20. Start around verse 14. All right. Hey, everybody getting spiritual. You know what you're doing. All right. All right, right here. We're going to read chapter 20. We're going to read chapter 20, verse 15. On down. Still ain't. All right, start at verse 15. Chapter 20, verse 15. Y'all get some understanding so far. Give me a 5 up in the chat. Bless up. And then after that, we're going to read. Yeah, Nehemiah, that's chapter 5. Yeah, you know, we're gonna bring that out in the debate. This time I ain't no Israelites in the I don't realize this. It's for you. WASP's for everybody, but it's definitely for you Israelites, boy. Because remember the beginning of what we read. What did it say? I come not only to free the physical man, but the spiritual man. Hey, Nehemiah, you see Cal P hollering at you? Yeah, you see all that lying, man. Look, and wait till we read that chapter 5. You're going to be like, good night. Man, look, Israelites is mentioned all through WASP. All through WASP, Israelites are mentioned. Yeah, we just got to address the God and the deity. Because as we know, Nehemiah dealing with the Nazarene and Scene literature, majority of Israel was under the vibration of what? A false God. Right? Named Baal. Nehemiah, me and you know that. Me and you know that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, what's up, baby? Close the door. Now, look at this 20 and 15. All right? Book of Judgment 20 and 15. Yet because of such worship, this you shall also prove that whoever of the ancients was great or whatever God was well known, that you set your soul on the love. Behold, familiar spirits will come to you to deceive you, professing to be that ancient or that God. See, and that's why we got to warn our people, man. Like, hey, look, yeah, the spiritual realm is real, and a lot of people are leveling up, but all the spiritual gurus are talking to you about pie in the sky theory. They're not talking to you about the evil angels or the deceitful angels or any type of scandalous spirit, you dig, that exists in the spiritual realm as well. Nah, this ain't plush meadows and little house on the prairie. Look, just like it's evil, wicked Negroes and men, period, in this earth, it's the same in spirit. They cross over and be the same. They cross over and be the same. Yep. Look at this word. Verse 16. And if you believe them, then this too you shall prove. When you are dead and your soul risen from the dead, behold, some deceiving spirit will come to you to use you. Nor shall you discover for a long season that you have been the dupe and slave of an unscrupulous master. You see why it's important not to be deceived? You see why it's important to know the character of your creator? You see why it's important to not worship a God, Lord, or Savior? You got these mealy mouth gods playing with you. We've been deceived around here. And you see the reason why you need not to be deceived? If you believe them, then this too you shall prove. When you are dead and your soul risen from the dead, behold, some deceiving spirit will come to you to what? Shoot the breeze with you? To be beneficial? No, to use you. Nor shall you discover for a long season that you have been a dupe and slave of an unscrupulous master. For this day in the lower heavens, there are millions of false Brahmas, millions of false Buddhas, millions of false Christs, and millions of false Allah, Gabriel gods. Whoever binds himself to these names while on earth becomes a fit subject for demons, drudges to fall upon when he enters heaven. Y'all heard that? You a soft target running around here talking about you worship Allah. You worship Jeebus. You around here being a soft target. Because when you cross over, whoever binds himself to these names while on earth becomes a fit slave, a fit subject for drudges to fall upon when he enters heaven. They're gonna jump you. They're going to long stomp you and jump you. Look at this. Do not think that great wisdom comes suddenly by dying. In your early entrance into the spirit world, you shall be easily deceived. That's why you see why it's important to know what's going on. Even if you don't believe what we're talking about, at least you're aware of it now. At least you're aware. Because trip off this, majority of the people that died into the spirit realm are easily deceived. And you look up and you became a slave to a false god for about 1,000 years, man. Worming on your belly. You don't know what to say. You don't know what to look for. You don't know what the hell going on. Ooh-wee. 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 Look at this, verse 20. This is what I rehearse every day in my mind, 20 and 21. Y'all highlight this. You need this. All right, you need this for your dreams, and you need this for eventually when you finally cross over. Run this through your head day in and day night. For which reason you shall school yourself every day of your life that your creator only is your God. Since we talking about God and all that, well, your creator only is your God, and that you shall never see him as you see a man or an angel. Bag drop, boy. Bag drop. You'll never see the creator. You see a man or an angel, but that you can see him every day in the glory of his works. You go look at his creation. Everything from outside of you in creation to inside of you. That's how you see the creator, through his creation. But he ain't no man's floating around sitting nowhere. All right, look at this. With this faith in your soul, you shall die and enter heaven fearlessly. You hear this? With this faith in your soul. What faith? Only my creator is my God or my mighty one. And I'll never see him as I see a man. Huh? If I want to see him, I got to go study his creation. That way, when you die and cross over, you can enter heaven fearlessly. And when a pretended God or Savior comes to you asking tribute, you shall know in truth that he is false. You shall know in truth that he is false. Good night, boy. What is we even talking about here? Owaspy done put you on game. Owaspy done put you on game. Let me go ahead and just finish this on out. All right, look at it. Verse 22. Now, therefore, when you judge yourself to determine the balance of your good and evil deeds and your good and evil thoughts, let your creator stand as the light of your soul. Let your creator stand as the light of your soul, and through him judge yourself, but not as to your worship, but as to your works. Look at this. Neither, since the creator is the light of your soul, right? Neither, what's this? Oh, I speak cold, boy. What are we even talking about here? Neither shall you judge yourself by any God, Lord, Savior, or other idol, nor by any man or woman. For you yourself stand second to the creator in your attributes. It is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to make a God of yourself in your behavior and in your words and deeds, not in worship. It's your responsibility to raise up a peace to the righteous gods and the Nirvanian goddesses. But it's our responsibility to make a God of ourselves in our behavior, in our words, and our deeds. Now see that? Now see that? Oh, wait, look at this. Neither shall you judge yourself. Neither shall you judge yourself by any sacred book or any Bible in the entire world. That includes the Holy Bible and even includes Owaspy. Nor by the words within them purporting to be my words, or the words of any God, Lord, or Savior. For I have abolished all such sacred books and Bibles and words and sayings contained in them, purporting to be my words, and the words of any God, Lord, or Savior. Neither shall you bind yourself by them, nor judge yourself by anything that is written or printed in them. But behold, I declare to you a greater glory and judge in their place, which is Yahweh, your creator. Oh, that's marvelous. That's marvelous. Look at this. By him and through him you should judge and be judged. Books are imperfect, but the creator never. I heard this. Books are imperfect. Every book you pick up has a flaw, but the creator never. Neither shall you from this time forward swear by any book under the sun, nor by any God, Lord, Savior, Spirit, idol, or image. But you shall swear by the Creator, Yahweh, your Creator. Man, this is fire. Look at this. You shall covenant yourself to Jehovah only, and you shall do this in your own way only. This is your journey. You covenant yourself to your Creator and learn about your Creator in your own way only, and not according to any book, Bible, priest, church, or spirit. Behold, the former times are passed away, and your God sets aside the bondages of the former times also. They were sufficient for the times they were created. Today, a man should not be bound like a child, nor shall a man's judgment be bound by the things that were intended for man before he attained judgment. Have you not observed? Have you not observed the signs of the times? What I give here in words, Jehovah manifests over all the length and breadth of the world. None can stop the hand of the Almighty or negate the words of your God. Bag drop, boy. Bag drop. What is we even talking about here? What is we even talking about here? Part 2, we're gonna get into chapter 5, dealing with Israelites and all that. You know what I mean? Ooh wee. Let me go ahead and before we land, let me show y'all. Let's go ahead and read about the emancipated heavens. Let's go read about the emancipated heavens, a portion of our inheritance. Look at this right here. The book of Forgopity, son of Jehovah. Book of Forgopity, son of Yahweh. All right, this brother here is a high-raised angel, a God that the Creator called upon to do a major work concerning the deliverance of the red star, the bloody planet called Earth. Okay. Man. Here we go. This is Forgopity chapter 3. We're going to read 12 through 14. This is marvelous, man. All right, and this is about Etheria, the highest heaven. See, the heavens that are bound to the earth is called the atmosphere or atmosphere. The heavens outside of the earth's atmosphere is called Etheria. All right, now watch this. To evil, now the ship made its way. So you got a whole bunch of gods and goddesses on a fire ship. You understand? Coming toward the earth to help, deliver the earth and harvest the brides and bridegrooms of the Creator. All right. So the evil, now the ship made its way, where 7 Etherian worlds lie, bordered in the Ark of Nu, being pastures of Elim, god of ocean, or another host of 2 billion congregated to see them pass, cheering with singing, trumpets, and stringed instruments. And to this God, Elam, being friends for 90,000 years. See, a lot of them have been in the realm so long, they all partners, but all on different worlds running stuff. Right? And to this God, Elam, being friends for 90,000 years, Forgopity caused the banners of the float to salute on the sign of Yahweh's name. And Elam answered him with 1,000,000 posts of light amid the waving of innumerable banners. Look at this. Onward moved the float, the fire ship, with its 10 million joyous souls. Now nearing the borders of Harub, the boundary of Forgopity's honored regions, where he was known for hundreds of thousands of years. Wow. And for his work on many worlds. That ain't just the earth, y'all. The Creator will call upon you. If you trained up and high raised enough, the Creator will call upon you to go deliver a world for him and do major work. For his work on many worlds here, reaching Savorkum, the roadway of the solar phalanx, near the post of Dan, where 500 million, that's 500 million, 500 million Ethereans were quartered. It's about this. On a voyage of exploration of more than 4 million years. You mean to tell me 500 million Etherean brothers and sisters who were one-time mortals, who made it to the emancipated heavens of the Creator, do you mean to tell me they've been on a space trip for 4 million years? Coursing the Creator's creation. Look at this. It says, of more than 4 million years, rich stored with the glories of great Yahweh's universe. Their Kualu, that's the name of their ship. That's the name of the ship we driving right now. We about to land. Their Kualu, their ship, was almost like a world. It would have to be. You got 500 million people. Their Kualu, their ship was almost like a world. So vast and stored with all appurtenances. They talked of going home. Their pilots had been coursing the firmament since long before the earth was made, and knew more than 1 million roadways in the Ethereal worlds, and were best to travel to witness the grandest contrasting scenes. By their invitation, Forgoppity halted there a while, and the hosts interchanged their love and discourse on their purposes, rejoicing in the glory of Jehovah's everlasting kingdoms. And though they had lived so long, pay attention to this, and though they had lived so long and seen so much, everyone, now remember, this is a 4 million year trip. Everyone had new and wondrous works to tell of. For so great is the inventive power of the Creator, or the Great Spirit, that never twice alike will one find the scenes in the Ethereal world. Ball game, boy. Ball game. How the hell are you on a trip for 4 million years and you don't even see the same scene twice? For so great is the inventive power of the Great Spirit that never twice alike will one find the scenes in the Ethereal worlds, but radiant, each different, all moving into everlasting changes, as if each one were to outdo the former in beauty and magnificence. Boy, ball game. Nah, our inheritance is ethereal. And they on a 4 million year trip, and they never saw the same scene twice. That's how great and magnificent the inventive power your Creator is. Right? And that's a glimpse into our inheritance, family. Right? Our inheritance is not a box on earth. Our inheritance is ethereal, the emancipated heavens. And 500 million of your brothers and sisters was on a voyage for 4 million years, and they never saw the same glory twice. So all praises, glory, and honor to the ever-present Creator, the all in all, the always was, is, and ever shall be, the great I am that I am, the mighty Creator, mighty Yahweh. I salute you all in the name of the Creator. Y'all stand strong. You feel me? Handle your business. And y'all know love and light. Any questions? Any questions before I get up out of here? Any questions before I get up out of here? YHWH'S is a beautiful read. Beautiful, beautiful read. But any questions before I get up out of here? Dig, any questions? All right. Before I get up out of here, I don't know. I see. Okay, there it is. I'm going to say StreamYard showing on the phone, but not on the whatchamacallit. All in good time. It's just me. Absolutely, absolutely. I see y'all in the building. Anybody want to come on real quick? Y'all can always do that too. Let me go ahead and put the link in the chat. All praises to the ever-present Creator. My sister LaShonda Alexander on Facebook. Bless up, bless up. All right, it's an honor just to be on the team, y'all. I'm on the right team. I'm on the right team. Dig. All right. Bang, bang, bang. All right, put that right there. Shout out to everybody that joined in. Right on for coming through for the support. You feel me? Yeah, but any questions? Anybody got any questions or whatever? I just put the link in the chat if anybody want to pop in real quick. P going crazy, man. Got the big homie NehemiYAH in the building. Bless up, King. My brother Darius in the building. Bless up. Big. Bang, bang, bang. Y'all see how clear? Look, if what we read today was clear and it resonated with your spirit, it did. Give me a 1 up in the chat, family. Give me a 1 up in the chat. Now we went through, it was real clear. Very, very clear, very precise, and easy for anyone to understand. All right, give me a 1 up in the chat. All right, got you some understanding around this deal, man. Easy work. That's right. That's right. Easy work, man. Easy work. Any brothers that may be still on the fence, you ain't got nothing to be afraid of. You start investigating. Look at it. Right? You ain't heard us pledge our allegiance to no Satan, to no Lucifer, to none of that. Oh, y'all read what we read today. We coming into our Creator only. You dig? And look, and we'll never see him as we see a man. All right? That way, when we cross over fearlessly. Right? I like how Owaski put on the line and tell you, look, you're going to be deceived when you get up into that spiritual realm. Unless you school yourself daily, you're going to be deceived. And for a long season, you're going to be a slave or a dupe to an unscrupulous master. All this is for your benefit. You know what I mean? In the age when everybody claiming to be spiritual and leveling up, ain't nobody telling you about the deceitful spirits, them fuck boys. You know what I mean? The ones looking to get at you. The ones looking to make you a slave. The ones that's like, oh yeah, he a little joke. He don't know nothing about nothing. I got me another slave. All right? It's just like, you know, you going to jail. You fresh fish. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to stand on nothing. Boy, you're going to be a victim. You know what I mean? Same when you cross over. You need to know what's going on. You dig? Because no angel or no God got any power or authority over you unless you allow it. You know what I mean? So you need, hey, man, get the hell out of here. Bye. You know, you on. You know what I mean? I know you false. You dig? But how people are in spirit, I mean, in flesh, they are in spirit, man. It's the truth. It's the truth. So, all right, I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. Wrestle with these short leggers a little taste. Just kind of enjoy the rest of the day. My brother SHALOM has an interview. He's about to interview a sister, one of our sisters named Sister Sophie, in a couple hours, if I ain't mistaken. Maybe like an hour and a half or something. So y'all make sure y'all go over to SHALOM TV, tap in, like, subscribe, share. Get with my brother Cosmo and Cal. Like, subscribe, share. You know what I mean? You don't honor humility. Go to Creative Gang TV, like, subscribe, share. You feel me? We about to go ahead and blow that whole thing out the water, man. You know, man, we about to go ahead and blow Creative Gang TV up and out, just like progression. You dig? So yeah. I got somebody in the back chat. Let me go ahead and bring him on in. Somebody hopped on. Let me bring him on in. Who we got here? Hold on. Let me see if I can add.
What's going on with the family?
Most definitely, big dog. Yahshua Ross, my beloved brother. Hold on, Darius. Hold on. I gotta get you on. My computer tripping, bro. Hold on. Brother. Hold on, Darius. Hold on, big dog. Hold on. There he is. I don't know what's wrong with my phone and my computer got a delay on it. It's crazy. Is he on there? What the hell's going on? Hold on, Darius. I'm trying to get you on there. Add to stream. Add. Hold on, bro. There you go. There he is.
Yeah. What's going on with your family?
What's going on, YAH'KI? Talk to
me. Man. You see, I'm over here sending a whole bunch of exclamation points. You hear me? I don't know what to say. I'm over here like, woo! You hear me? You hear me? But for real. Hey, look, and it was another part on I had wrote something a while ago. And it was like I forgot exactly what it said, but it resonated with what you was reading up in there. And I had said something like like basically if God, you know what I'm saying, if the creator is my, you know what I'm saying, is within me, I said I'll be the speakers and the eardrums of the universe. You hear me? I'll talk to the speakers in the ear. I said I walk what I speak. God is my being. And you said God speak in motion. And that just resonated with what, you know what I'm saying, what I was already on. And I'm just like, oh yeah. Yeah, along with a lot of other stuff. You hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I ain't even you know, I still ain't bought it yet. I downloaded that deal just now, not too long ago.
It's a beautiful read, bro. You know what I mean? And I know you heard some things today that resonate with your spirit. You like, whoa.
Yeah, and I'm just like, man. Just what, you know what I'm saying, beyond even the book, like what I've been writing about, what I've been talking, you know what I'm saying, talking to people about, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, I'm like, okay, it's already there. You know what I'm saying? It's already there. Like, so that's that electricity, you know what I'm saying, is definitely resonating.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Dig. Hey, look, like I said, I salute you on your journey, man. You know, it's a beautiful read, and look, man, you're gonna be smiling, you're gonna be crying and tears of joy. You're gonna be like, yeah, it makes sense now. A lot of it makes sense, big. So, all praise. I salute you, brother. I seen NehemiYAH just try to jump on here. I don't know if his phone tripping or.
Yeah, probably. So what's up,
Yep. But that was so Darius, man. That was also let me know when it's time to have you back on, bro. Chop it up a little bit, man. The people love your spoken word. You dig? Love the project that you putting out, dealing with your book and all that. So whenever you want to get back on and just chop it up, man, always let me know. Never hesitate.
Yeah, most definitely. I'll fit a text bro Kai's mind. You hear me? I'm like, hey man, what's going on? You hear me? He already let me know I'm here.
Hey, go ahead and call Cal P. Yeah, I'm telling you. He'll love to hear from you.
Most definitely. Right yeah, I was seeing him.
I was seeing. This is like NehemiYAH coming back in. Let me see if he gonna add to the stream. Let me see real quick. There go the big homie loading up.
Going on with you,
Yeah. Peace. Hold on. NehemiYAH, talk to us, big homie.
What it do, Hebrews? What it do, family? It's Pakar. What's going on, everybody?
Nah, we can't. I can't even hear you.
Am I muted?
There you go.
You hear me, nephew?
Yep, I hear you now.
Yeah, I want to play with the little background. Instead, put the HOnorandHumility back there in the background. Or the I said, we try a little virtue thing, man. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, man, enjoying class, man. I was sitting back. I was actually laying down listening to class, man. Hey, great book too, nephew, man. Hey, Cal, my boy. Hey, I'm about to get up to DC, man. I mean, up to Detroit. Come and holler at you, brother. I said, boy, I'm about to make my way up there this summer, man. Come and holler at my boy, Cal, boy. Sit out there and soaking some of this heat. But yeah, man, definitely had to jump down this OSP, man. I'm going to have to go ahead and get this read on, man. I ain't going to let y'all leave me in the dust behind, man. I'm going to have to upgrade my game, man. So definitely, man, much love and respect and honor to everybody in the chat, man. Love y'all. Ain't been on in a while. Family getting old. Got some grandbaby twin birthdays. My one son turned 30. And Yeah. Wife finna turn a little bit older. I'm finna turn a little bit older. Ooh, Lord have mercy. But yeah, man, loving everything I'm hearing, loving everything that's going on.
28 grand, baby.
Our boys way more than that, boy. Ooh, man, we up in the 30, boy. Look, Deontay about 37, boy.
Yeah, boy, your tribe is planted in the
Yeah.
earth, brother. Believe that. Believe that. But look. I'm glad you loving what you're hearing, bro. You know what I mean? I know. Hey, look. When it comes down to objective truth, is undeniable. When it comes down to an objective truth, you know what I mean? That's undeniable. So all I know is all we gotta do is keep spreading that light, and eventually, even those that's on the fence gonna be like, man, let me see what Mally talking about. Shit. You know what I mean? Let me see what he's talking about real quick. You dig? And bro, I already know because I know when you get to hearing certain things, you'll be like, hold on. Let me go check this for yourself. You feel me? And that's the beautiful thing about it, man.
I'm gonna have to jump on. I'm gonna have to check him on out now, man. And to see this debate, I was having a talk with a brother earlier, man. You know what I would like to see? Because a lot of people that have a lot of different prospects they want to know about the OSPI. Kind of do the OSPI talks about like family, like the construct of family. Does it have anything in there it talks about on that level?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good session to bring out because people talk about that too. Yeah, what's going on, man? It's definitely good. Dreadful Cosmine. Yeah, it's been a while, y'all. It's been a while. Mally been on something. Check me, Mal. There's been Holly Cal, say la shalom. Hey, pray for that brother to stay strong. You know, we all got storms we all got going on. But yeah, but as far as your big bro, hey, I've been doing good, man. Look down, boy. I might be cracking the 200 veil, boy. We ain't been 20 pounds, boy, in about 30 years. Woo.
Yeah, the NehemiYAH big homie, right? Now NehemiYAH almost back down to 200 pounds. Look, he got off that flesh. You know what I mean? And the brother is almost back in the 200s for the first time. What you say, boy? Since you was a teenager.
Boy, we got the photos, boy. For us, by us, size 50, boy. I had them sitting in the closet, boy. I didn't believe it, boy. I tried them on. They was heavy starched. I got them on right now. I couldn't believe I could fit them, boy. From a size 72 to a size 50. And they kind of big, boy. I could probably put on a pair of 40-somethings, boy. Hard to believe. But grateful, yeah, put down all that, the sugar, all that mess, man. But man, definitely a grateful, loving journey. I ain't heard nothing evil out the Bible at all, man. I mean, out the OSPI at all. And look, you just had a whole disclaimer. Don't put your faith in none of these books. I was rapping with a brother earlier, man. Especially this debate gonna break a lot of hearts because a lot of people say that OSPI is evil. You're about to be mad. Told Rabbi Black, told Rabbi BC. Appreciate that. Same to you, bro. Same to you. Hey, look, people about to be mad because you got everything in the Holy Bible that deals with homosexuality, rape, murder, incest, all that stuff, bro. And the Bible was titled Holy, committed by the men of Israel and women of Israel. So, man, definitely, bro. You know I'm gonna get at you, bro. You already know. You know, Michigan is another hometown for me. But yeah, man. Hey, y'all, we gotta tap into that July 9th base, and then man, you do that announcement one time again. I was running my mouth trying to get online, so I could catch on to what's going on today. I'm going over to Deontay's house. They, you know, their birthday was this week. You know, we don't do birthdays, but he gonna do a little cookout for them. So I'm gonna go over there and do my grandpa thing and sit in my chair, you know, and sit back and watch the kids play around and kick it and just enjoy myself, man. I've been finding that. I understand what Daddy Jake did when he sat back in that big old chair and he smoked his cigar. He smoked on his pipe, which I don't do neither one of those two. No more. I used to. And he sat back and just enjoyed that, bro. He listened to his music. he just sat back in that big chair on that porch, and he was good. And I understand it now. After 50 plus years, I understand it, boy. After 50 years, I understand it.
Yeah, bro. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Oh, that's the fruit of your labor. Your short leggers.
And I watched Deontay build them little go-karts and stuff. I said, boy, welcome to Daddy Worlds, boy. It looked good to see your kids.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. So y'all about to go out there now and get with Deontay them?
Well, he said, yeah, about 3:30, about less than an hour. Niecy over here now. Wife went to go get her twin and all that, though. So, yeah, the family is making the moves.
Oh, y'all loading up. You got Niecy over there, too? Oh, my God.
I'm back in the building, brother. My sister, she called me hips.
Y'all enjoy yourself, man. Let everybody know I said love and light, man. It ain't nothing to it. But yeah, this debate July 9th. You already know how your little bro come. I'm coming to bomb everything from the stratosphere, bro. I'm gonna bomb it. You know what I mean? And we gonna put it right in everybody's face so they can see exactly what it is. It did. And anybody, want to reach out and chop it up after that, we always available to rap. That's always a good thing. You know what I mean? But bro, I'm not finna play with this boy. I'm about to bomb it. Right out the water. Bomb. We gonna see. We gonna see. You know what I mean? And it ain't because I'm something special. It's because the creator is undefeated. And I'm telling you, it's a higher light. It's Nehemiah. It's just like having the gamma ray and everybody else got a water pistol. Nigga, we outside. We got the gamma ray.
You can't lose, bro.
Ain't no water. So it is.
Osby, bro. That's the beauty about this, and that's why I can see where you at. That's why it ain't really hard for me to hear, because we jumped off the porch.
Yeah.
These are further revelations and marvelous revelations, bro. Marvelous. But go with your train of thought, bro. I apologize.
No, it's all good. I'm just letting it be known, like, look, we ain't coming to play, man. But the whole thing is to raise our people out of the hells of their minds. You know what I mean? So we here to deliver you out of hell. That's it. Come on with it. You feel me? So yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. People gonna see. Yeah, gonna see it in action. And gonna see like, wow, okay. You feel me? And to those that still on the fence, look, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Come on home, man. Come on home. Especially if you know my character, but I know knowing my character ain't good enough, because a man must know it for himself. But if you one of my people and you know me, then you know, nigga, I ain't on nothing evil. I ain't over here in no type of rituals and throwing up snot and chicken bones, and I ain't doing none of that. You did. So it's all good, man. Love and light. I'm about to get with these children because they getting more and more amps.
Yeah, I heard him approaching the room, brother. I heard him approaching.
Yeah. You heard it. You got surprised how can you put a flow shaking through the computer?
Hey, bro, don't get Jeremiah started, and bro, don't get Hezzy started, bro. Don't get them two brews started.
Man, they head up, and then Malaki and Judea be down here in 2 weeks, so it's gonna be a problem.
My baby.
I see my Juju in the building. Juju, daddy baby, shalom, girl.
Hey, Nisi Pooh.
Juju about to be 14. Judea be 14 in a couple weeks.
Man.
You know what I mean?
From the day he was up at the hospital laughing at swine flu to a 14-year-old baby, boy.
I know. That's how long we've been around.
Hey, what's down with you, brother?
Remember when I didn't have one short leg.
His head.
I'm about to get up out of here, big dog. Love is love. Hey, man, may the light be creative, protect you and your family. You know what I mean? And y'all willing, man, I'll talk to you sooner than later, big homie. Believe that. Love you, bro.
Hey, love you indeed, the truth, bro. Yahoo.
All right, Yahoo. Bless up. All right, fam. We about to get up out of here. Love and light. I see y'all sooner than later, man. You know what I mean? Y'all willing. Until then, remember, school yourself every day that your creator only is your God, and you'll never see him as you see a man. That way, when you cross over, you can cross over fearlessly. And any pretended God or Savior come holler at you and want service or tribute, you can know for sure that they are false. Yeah. So all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High. Love all y'all indeed in truth. Strap up or back up. Long live the King, y'all.